Welcome, my lovely dears, to another fun sighting session of the Western Chivalrics. Boons in the West. Goodness me. When we last left off, there was a lot of pooping.
There were some problems.
There was some problems.
It was certainly
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, there were a few
look,
problems.
snake eyes were rolled, and I got to show you why the flora is also thought of as incredibly hateful in this world.
we overcame in last time in Chivalry. We overcame a tremendously dangerous encounter with a bunch of horribly powerful giant boar monsters.
But no one will ever remember that part because they'll be too busy remembering that time when they got horribly sick immediately afterwards after getting too close to some bushes.
Yes, we made it just fine. We made it through. It was fairly close, but we made it through the fight, and then almost everybody, including all of the NPCs, got horribly, horribly sick.
Mm-hmm.
With raw meat eating disease.
With a degenerative meat eating disease where you have to eat meat in order to keep it away, but it has to be raw red meat, and that comes with its own set of horrible problems.
Mm-hmm. Until it is cured, it is thought of as a deadly disease that, until cured, will cause degenerative effects on you unless you stave off the symptoms with raw red meat.
But luckily, we had Paladin power, so we're good.
So yeah, all you had to do was piggyback 3 days of complete just shit yourself misery, super migraines, cramps, sweating, all of that. How
it would have been embarrassing to TPK to a wasting illness.
It would have been pretty unknightly of you all, but to be fair, that kind of thing is why there aren't massive numbers of villagers on the borders of those woods, even though it's a lot of wood to cut down. That's great. Get a village up and running. That's how it would work in, normal places in our modern current world. Well, not our modern current world, our 18th century world. Villages weirdly keep sprouting up directly next to trees. It's strange how that keeps happening. Then the trees are gone, and then there's a village. I'll never understand it.
Houses.
Yeah. But let's see here. Yeah, you dealt with the matter adeptly enough, and healed yourselves, and then did more traveling. You've still got a large satchel full of prepared, delicious, sharp pig bacon. Well, not even bacon. You took pork belly, big meat, and a little bit of carved up goodness, and a bunch of blood to make into things. So, hey, that's nice. Part of me was like, I wonder if any of them would get desperate and try eating great beast flesh to make it stop.
Would that have been like making a great beast dagger out of raw tooth?
I won't confirm what happens. I mean, to be fair, the hornet seemed pretty on the nose that they were like, yeah, it's fine. We just don't eat it lots, or you go brain mad.
Gotcha.
But you, being, knights, have no idea what would actually happen and have not tested that theory. Let's see about that there. Okay. But when we left off in our actual final moments of the session, you guys were returning via the hunter, or the abandoned little hunter's lodge that you'd seen before. And on doing so, could see that there was some very pale smoke. The source for which you're not sure what it could be. There was a small stove in there, so that's probably what it is, but who would be making such a fire?
Could it be a hunter coming to the hunter's lodge?
That's a pretty reasonable assumption. What day?
Actually, I suppose we can see the building now, right? Are we close enough? Okay, so it's not just on fire.
Indeed. Hey, I'll even give you an outline because you guys remember what it looked like inside.
Oh.
Where's the door?
door would be it's
Probably
right by the yes, it's right by the well. One sec, I'll put a little door place on it just in case. Nice sturdy wooden thing.
I remember him also. The person here also had like a card out here attached to a meal or something.
Yeah. There is a mule cart. I hate that I still only have like one variety of carts, so I don't like putting them down, but there is a mule cart. It's just sort of perched outside by the wall. Probably hitched so that it doesn't like then just wander around and dunk its fucking head in a well.
Yeah.
Let's grab you guys if you would like to be on the map.
Sure.
And as you're approaching this lodge, you are...
Oh, I vanished.
Oh, we're down
Yeah,
here.
I'll
at the
just
bottom.
slide you off the side there. There you go.
No.
It said to, perform the old Control A. You guys grabbing yourselves.
Ah.
So impatient. So impatient!
No,
I
I'm
got
trying.
ya.
I'm trying to put me into like the part of the group. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. And as you're doing so, Jacob, Ela, and Scout, they've been deep in conversation when they haven't been like sweating and pinned down with migraines, and rather pointedly, Jacob and Ela have been having quite a conversation when it turned out that, yeah, she's actually Pergigante. He had not been aware of his partner being pregnant.
Oh. Mm.
But for the most part,
Congratulations.
she will blush. They're all looking a little bit thinner after a few days of not really eating food at all, but she's putting the meat back on as quickly as possible. Indeed, at Jacob's insistence, like, eat. Get strong again.
I mean, considering Tajana and Faunra went through the same symptoms as her, as they're like...
Yeah.
Is there like maybe assumptions made to us too?
I don't believe you have any risk of the quickening of life. Like, you can see that she has, like, when she lifts her like fur jerkin and stuff, you can see that there is a little bit of tum-tum going there. And I mean, Tajana, you've always got a lot of plush tum-tum, but you don't notice it looking any tum-tummier than usual.
Yeah. I just meant, did anyone else maybe assume we were pregnant?
Why would I assume that?
Just because we had the same effects as the pregnant woman.
Yeah, they were both quite as powerfully struck down as Ela had been.
I attribute my terrible illness to my near-death experience at the hands of the boar creatures.
Yeah, you're
And
probably
I just
missing
have
like a
really
lot of
bad
blood.
luck.
I was quite weakened by that encounter.
Yeah, and definitely not the encounter which a merchant weakened you between the knees. Definitely not.
He was very charming. And quite the gentleman, I'll have you know.
I'm sure he was.
Yeah.
All right,
But
let's go take a look and see
they'll,
what's going on here.
Jacob makes it clear, like, if a fight's about to break out, they won't be getting involved, which starts another small argument, but you can leave them in the dust as you approach the door.
Well, let's hope we don't have to get into a fight in general.
Yeah. As we start walking that way, Tristan will drop his voice and whisper, "So what, is Scout pregnant too?"
I don't know, maybe. Maybe they're on like some little polyamorous triangle or something like that.
A what?
The thing where you have multiple lovers.
Oh, is that what that's called?
Yes.
I believe it's called a good time.
Really? My master always just called it cheating. That you ought to be struck down by the gods if you did it.
Well, you and I are in some mind along that, but some people aren't. It's an odd subject.
Hey,
Guess we'll have
Faunra,
to
as you come close to the edge of this wall here, there is a window that's like right here on this side of the cabin. I will add one on, or a couple. Just dark shuttered window seems like a good idea. Probably an internal instead of an external shuttered window. And another one would be over here. There we go. Okay. And yeah, as
Oh, wait,
you...
hang on a second.
Mm.
Wait. Hang on. Before I go over there, I moved to go over there. Then I think for a second, and I go over here and I pick up Bob, and we'll take him over to the window.
Yes, get the perception bot.
Bob, you detect, even as you are brought up to this cabin, the scent of blood is quite strong, and you can see that there have been like impromptu hanging rags with buckets beneath them put up on wooden frames. Let's see here.
I make a hand motion, like go sideways, point towards the group, like move as I'm being held up like a fucking big, like suit.
Sure, as you're being zoothed around.
Okay, just say there's either somebody has hunted a lot of things or somebody had fun.
Tristan
Either
will
or.
half draw his sword from its sheath. Let's not make assumptions, but yeah, he's gonna give a big thump on the door and then step to the side in case someone wants to shoot through the door.
I'll have my sword and shield at the ready.
There is at last a soft call. Who goes there?
Tristan DeLance, Order of the Dragon.
A knight? Oh, please, come in. Don't mind the mess.
I will nod to Cassie because she's next to the door handle to open it.
Yeah. She will tug. It looks like it just... although there is a lock on this door, there's just a sliding latch as well that probably works on both sides of it, sort of like a garden door would be. And she'll lift that up so you can push the door in.
Yeah, I give it a boot. Peer in.
Just jumps a little bit at the boot, and then a
Not like a hard
beak-faced-
boot, I just use my foot to
okay.
open it.
Yeah, a beak-faced individual is like elbow deep in what appears to be a bucket of blood and meat, and the scent is somewhat overpowering.
Sorry about the mess. Please, come in. I didn't mean to take up this room so much.
Plague Doctor, what are you doing out here?
I'm not a plague doctor. I can understand the confusion. I'm a carver.
A what?
What?
A carver.
Carver?
She nods and then will sigh and shakes her hands out of the bucket before reaching in again. And she pulls out what you would recognize as like a probably dinner plate sized scale.
Oh.
Hmm.
Beast parts.
Nods and tosses it back into the bucket.
Unfortunately, most of these are, well, worthless, but some is salvageable at least. I just didn't want to go, well, decanting and double checking out in the open. As you can see, this particular beast is rather pungent.
I'll sniff the air. On a scale of like giant snake to giant boar, how stank is this beast?
I mean, it's not that it's a foul smell, it's that it's an overpowering smell. Like, it smells like blood, but it smells like blood times 10, if there's a way to describe it. Like, you can, like, you take a whiff and all you can taste is metal and saliva. There's like a nervous cantering from Cassie as she peers around the door and goes, "Oh my."
It's safe, you can
Back
all
around
come
again.
in. You're just
Oh,
carving up a monster.
I see. I'm going to stand over here, though. It looks quite messy.
Oh, what? Don't want to get the hoofies dirty.
Not if I can avoid it, no.
Before anyone else goes in, I'll mention to Bob. Make sure to ask about the message on the roof, and I'll go stand guard outside.
So,
But yes, sorry for being so rude. I'm myself.
Lifts like this heavy leather cloak and shows that like stitched along the inside are the symbols of the forest.
that makes sense.
Oh,
At the same time, you can also see what was our equipment? A very large hacksaw, short sword, crossbow, and might be a bandolier of blood bombs.
Kill this beast yourself, or do you have a party hanging around?
Had a party.
Oh,
She'll
Ah.
gesture at this room.
They've left this place a little bit more empty now for their loss.
sorry.
She'll shrug a little bit. It happens. I'm going to stop doing a hands over face masky talk, but that's
thank you.
generally that is generally what you are to expect. Like she probably is occasionally kind of hard to understand unless she speaks up quite clearly.
Yeah, thank you for stopping that, Skow, because like it was getting a little bit hard to understand at times.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, my name is Jessie. Green Eyes. They call me Green Eyes. And she'll indicate, tapping on the mask that underneath it are some bright green eyes.
Those eyes sure are pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Right, this was your group's sort of like hangout.
One of them, yes. Unfortunately. Shakes her head. I hadn't seen them for a few weeks. I came by to check up on them and found them getting ready to leave on a hunt. I joined them and we were only partly successful, unfortunately. The beast is slain, its parts recovered, but my companions succumbed to quite unpleasant wounds.
Well, you have my sympathies.
Thank you. They
Yeah,
died doing the right thing, at least.
I'll just nod.
Okay, then like, so that engraving up there is like totally yours then?
Cocks her head to the side and looks up at the ceiling. I hadn't seen that, actually. Tugs her hood back and probably peels off like this thin outer layer of gloves and hangs them on a rack next to a bunch of like severed parts. And you can see that there are some hide in and amongst it all. Let's get a look. Oh, does anyone have a ladder?
Crystal
Funny
just
you
cup his
mention-
hands together.
Wait. Funny you mentioned that, as I go back
Do you
outside
have
to
a-
our pull
Do you
cart
have a deployable ladder?
and bring back in my ladder.
Okay,
Who have a
Carnivog.
Claps. Thank you very much. Let's see here. And she'll ascend the ladder and place a hand to this carving. I'm going to make an int test for her.
I knew that ladder would
Yes.
come in handy.
I don't recognize the handwriting. Oh, guidance? Oh, sure. No, this definitely isn't any of my companions. Someone else has written this here. You can't see a frown, but shakes her head as though to be, indicative of such, and will climb back down the ladder.
Weird.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
So, who are the rest of your party?
Yes, terribly rude of me. I am Ariel. As you can tell, a knight of the hair.
Yes. Oh, you're the Grand Master's daughter, yes?
The one and the such, yes.
I'm sad I missed the gathering.
Mm.
I am Tajana, Order of the Fairy Queen.
Ma'am,
And he just pokes his head in. Sir Bob.
a pleasure, Sir
Sorry about
Bob.
that. Our character. Sorry about that.
That's I.
Okay, no, I wasn't done with the introduction. Sir Bob, Order of Fairy. Pretty apt.
No. Jesse looks around between you two and a laugh. Like, please don't go full villainous cackle on me. It's been a tough few days.
Oh, yes. Sorry. In joke.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, I'm sure very in. And she'll make a gesture that's just fingers, finger through finger circle.
Yeah.
Cocks her head. I can see you have another large bunny companion out there as well. Pass on my best. I can assure her that there are no creatures nearby. And I've set some snares actually, so she should be careful in case she steps in one.
Just gonna go over here and
It
open the
just
window.
here suddenly was snap. What?
Step right in the blood, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, just
I
seeing
have
what
been
you have.
keeping an eye out actually as you've been moving around your your token, Kina. One sec. Let's think.
You know, one of those classic just whip them up in the air kind of snare.
No, there is one.
Just a big old snare like that with the carrot in the middle. Just there.
How many times did I almost step in something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna control A. And oh god, no, don't go control A into there.
Where is your
Control
token? Oh, you're
A,
right there.
set
No,
layer,
here, yeah.
token layer.
Well, we narrowly missed those snares, all right. Good lord.
You thread the needle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
gonna,
god.
I almost stepped in them like 3 times.
gonna
You
pop
did.
the
You
window open.
literally, you went like this. Okay, you went, huh, 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 and I was like,
see.
oh, good, just gonna step back. Okay, and then just doing this the whole way through, and then you hug this outside wall, and you went like that, and then I was like, oh, good, hugging the outside wall, gonna hit one now. Then you went in like this, back out here again.
100% intentional.
I was like, I'm not streaming. I'm not getting sniped here.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the window and just say, Faunra, there's traps out. Come on in.
All right, just keeping an eye on the forest.
There's literally a druid of the forest in here. So, oh wait, sorry, from the order of the forest, not the druid.
Indeed, I'm
Wait,
no
are you a
druid.
druid?
No. My
damn.
skills are more mundane. Like so. She'll sort of go like over to here into this chest. It looks like she's dumped her belongings into it, and what would appear to be some dented, battered, and in some cases bloody and quite torn leathers. Here, and she dumps out. What are your proficiencies again? A large set of carver's tools. Which you can see, Trist, you vaguely recognize a couple of these things as being used to remove carefully and prepare great beast parts. She pulls out a thieves' toolkit and a brace of explorer's goodies.
So,
Yeah, you know what? That carver's toolkit probably has got like the little Maker Mouse symbol like stamped into the bottom left of this like leather bag.
Aww.
So you're trying to make things out of beast parts, right?
Not make, collect to give. Please, it would be very improper for me to go crafting with all of these goods, well, away from Order walls.
Alright.
But I do collect them, and I make reasonable money doing as such. Oh, I do admire fine parts. And just gesture at this rack of goods, and you can see in particular there is... I wonder what the last fucking hunt was. Maybe I'll roll myself something on the beast part table. Oop,
Nice.
Good job.
strong play. 73.
4 from 69, so close.
She has a heart. Wow.
Wow, that's actually really hard to get.
Yes, it is. Yeah, she will quite proudly show off this heart that she carved.
How big is it?
Probably like
Heart size.
heart size. It's like 2 large fists pressed together.
Okay.
That's that's like totally impressive because those things are like super duper hard to get out.
Well, yes, they are. Thank you. Yeah, no, there are only a few crafters out there at all. Although, to be fair, you haven't found someone who could actually get great beast parts. You got like 1 pity carve out of 5 bodies.
Well, with the tools, at least there's like totally a chance to get better stuff, or once we run into them again.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
we've killed a
almost sounds
couple.
like you're trying to invite me along on your little expedition.
Are we?
I'll shrug.
Cocks a beaky mask head to the side. No, I don't know. Most people find my mannerisms to be unsettling.
Really? I think they're kind of cute.
You can't quite tell the squint behind the mask. It cocks her head. Ah, dragons. Well, thank you for the compliment, I suppose. I'm unused to getting them.
Deafening silence.
It's just like, huh? Okay. But yeah, we've killed 2 big beasts and 3 little ones the last couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't
they
do much
have-
with their bodies, except this. We'll take out the little tusk he took, or the fang he took from the snake.
Oh,
Show it to her.
why? Isn't this a lovely piece of something? That beast must have been quite large. How curious. The inside columns here would indicate that it spat acid, not poison.
Yeah, big man-eater.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Although, if it spat acid as opposed to poison, it's... Maybe it likes to consume its foes as some kind of soup.
Well, it
No, you
didn't
know, like
eat the bones
spider.
anyway. Guess it
Nods idly and will hand the part back, although rather amateurishly carved, unfortunately.
carved.
Oh,
Just kind of
What do you
looks at
mean
the vial.
carved?
Oh no, we just ripped it out of its mouth.
Oh, that's such a wasteful shame.
Shrugs. Well, don't have a expert craftsman with us, so
A great many of us
of the forest are particularly good when it comes to crafting and carving. We have the finest leather workers. I am trained in the carving. And other less spurious skills. She slowly slides the thieves' tool bag behind the carver's tool bag with a fur as she speaks.
Honestly, I'd love to train in carving.
It is a very scientific task, but an enjoyable one.
Yeah,
Although
I
you'll
don't think
probably
you're
need strong northern tools for it.
just looks like strong northern tools.
Yes, there are a great number of experts from northern lands beyond the jungles to our east. Occasionally, toolkits and contraptions make their ways in as parts of trade. Our order is often quite quick to try and acquire such tools.
I imagine they're fairly rare. I've not heard of much trade from the north down to our lands.
Oh, certainly, very rare. I
Yeah,
believe most
like
of their trade goes to the jungles, or to the east, the far, far east.
In the jungle to the east.
Indeed, and farther east than that are great islands of beautiful women and men.
yeah,
I hear they're foxy.
You are correct. You
Oh, that
look
must
like a
be where,
jungle cat.
I very much am.
Nods.
must be where that Hannah woman came from.
Most likely.
You would be correct.
Oh, you know her?
I know the race. Big foxes are from the far, far east, although they have been apparently becoming populous in the north. I'm afraid the majority of that is hearsay and rumor, though. Spreads her hands lamely.
well, wherever they're coming from, at least they come with their own weather protection.
Yes, I suppose so. Yeah, and she'll turn back to her goods. Now, I'm afraid I must finish preserving a number of these. You are welcome to stay. I apologize for the smell.
Don't worry, it's just masking us.
Oh my, I can't tell thanks to my mask, but are you all... Well, she'll gesture at her gore-lined clothing.
Something of the like. Battles with great beasts do tend to be a bit messy.
I am familiar. The well out there draws fresh water. I believe that there is a tub in the loft space up there. Maybe you could run some baths.
Maybe.
Oh, that's. By the way, I'm gonna check what the fucking weather's gonna be. We're gonna
Sure.
camp.
It looks like it's going to be intermittent, like late summer rain. For the most part, right now it's clear, but it might be cloudy tonight.
Okay. Well, we're getting rain tonight, so it just holds up a hand at a tiny, like a fucking, like on the cell phone, a tiny little cloud just floating from the side, makes a little shower, and then just move on.
So, what your weather forecast looks like, you get little mini weather symbols that float into being above your fingers.
Yeah, like I hold my palm out, and it just like I'm holding a phone. It just floats in, shows, and then floats out.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, alright.
Oh, I hadn't noticed. I'm not very good with the weather.
Yeah, I'm sort of like surprisingly very good at it because I can just do it.
Convenient.
You might say Bob's a
Yeah.
little magic with that.
It's some kind of magic. Thus starts doing a small dance there and spot.
I prestidigitate, so little like sparks of showers go up behind Bob.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Bright and gay. Although it would seem that Cass herself has rummaged through her bag and gotten out, like, it would appear to be some rags and stuff. Well, if we're going to be staying in this area to dodge the rain for the night, I insist we clean the floors.
I just
Yes.
looks at
It's
just looks at what his name again. Tristan.
What?
He just points to the floor. Wiggle finger.
Yes,
we
the
don't need to
great
use
and
magic.
mighty wizard shall perform this feat for you. And Tristan
We don't
will
need to-
indeed prestidigitate 5 feet of the floor cleaned. Then we'll make a big show of heaving his chest. Ugh, ye gods, it's so tiring.
Don't need to use magic for every little thing now. Bit of physical labor never hurt anyone.
Cass will nod in agreement. I mean, I could obviously prestidigitate as well, but it reaches a point where you can only presti so much digitate. And at which point a mage hand then picks up her cleaning cloth and begins to work on the floor. Although you should still definitely use magic where available. And clops on over.
I am well used to cleaning tasks.
Yeah, while you do so, I'm gonna make another carver's test to see if Jessie finishes her work without fucking up.
It's some kind of magic. I can keep it going on her, so just for funsies.
Let's see here. What was this thing? As CR. Alright. Harvest tool test. Oh, goody. Alright, so she has 3 more rolls on this table. And she's going through like these buckets of organy bits. $44, $70, $78.
Oh, that's very fucking close to 73 there.
Yeah. This would be hot. So I guess that one has to be another roll. Useful organs. I'll just nudge it up to useful organs as well. Interesting. And seeing as she paid for a reroll, let's give one of them another go. Let's just fucking throw it to wits. We'll reroll what would have been the heart again anyway. Alright, no, I guess it's useful organs. Okay, so she also appears to have recovered some kind of like looks like a breathing lung perhaps. This is what the beast used to breathe fire and blood. We have some hide here that's workable. It will just need more time to dry.
It's a fucking Krogan. So far, I haven't heard anything that says it's not a Krogan. It spits blood. Yeah, that sounds like a Krogan.
It spits blood,
Krogan.
blood and fire at the same time. She will describe to you some kind of like, essentially like napalm-like blood that once it breathed over you, it burst into flames and stayed alight.
I mean,
sounds like a Krogan mutant.
Yeah, that sounds like something a Krogan would do.
Yeah. after they drank enough rankle. And then you had the scales, so like that sounds like a fucking crow. You should kill the crow. God damn it.
You put up quite the fight. I know not, unfortunately, what my companions' faiths would have been. I've been yet to see them off, and I see that one of you would happen to be a cleric or a priest of some kind. Would you do me the honors? She will gesture at your curvaceous moo.
I'm sorry, I was contacting my bank. What did she ask me?
She actually hasn't had time to do last rites for her companions and doesn't know what their religion was. So she just asked, you're a cleric. Could you do the generic version for me, please?
Yeah, sure. My duty, after all.
Thank you. And their names were Aaron, Mattis, and Callie.
All right.
Yeah, you guys can go through the process of cleaning up and running a series of baths for, how grody you all are. The entire time, Green Eye leaves their mask on until everything is quite less than foul scented.
Now, something that could actually speed this cleaning up along opens the fucking windows. So we can get some fucking air going.
No, please don't do that. We don't want the scent to attract monsters from further out.
Close the windows.
Yes, this thing's blood is incredibly potent, and I theorize that it is so that when wounded, it signals to things nearby.
Oh. Things. I could literally smell this way before we even got close. That would explain it. I can pick it up.
Yes, although I assume that you have a sharp nose, as small and button-like as it might be.
Well, yeah. Bob the eye, call me Bobby.
Nice.
Yeah, keep my eye out for most eyes, ears, and nose out. This is really strong, let me tell you.
Nods and then thankfully rubs long beaky nose.
I keep perfume in this.
Usually if, you should try instead of like that strong perfume stuff, you try like clove, mint, lavender, and this little thing, this little some bitch pulls out some just wild parsley. If you get them all together and just rinse them so that they mix together and get a little wet together, it like keeps any smell away.
I have a similar mixture. It is mostly rose and lavender scented.
A rose fade, I think rose smells fades too fast once it's been off the vine, so to speak.
Yes, a shame, although as a perfume it lasts much longer. It is not a fresh rose.
Yeah.
Like reaches under the mask and then pulls out what you can see as like a damp cloth.
It just, yeah, actually, like squinches, like scrunches face, that was the word. Scrunch your face and leans back. Yeah. Not
Slides
too.
it back into the mask.
Yeah, not too fond of that weird
it's fine.
concentrate stuff. It's just too strong. It's like gives you a headache.
Not me. I concentrate well with it. Excuse me,
Ah.
large bunny. Why would you choose to use a large white thing to clean the red floor?
Because blood does not stain an orchid scarf. And she'll run the bloody cloth through into a bucket of water and pull it out, and it's just all the blood just falls out and into the water, leaving it clean.
Ah, quite the scarf indeed.
That is actually pretty cool.
And yeah, when she is done, she will seal. It would appear to be in like very thin leather films. The organs and hide pieces that she has harvested. I will hopefully be able to get some decent money next time I come across an order. I am reticent to sell any of these to actual traders, but it has been known to be possible occasionally. And yeah, so who's running baths? Is the
Apparently,
whole party
Tristan.
gonna destank?
Well, of course I am. Any chance I can have a nice warm bath, I should take it.
Yep. Yeah. Jesse will go last and attempt to bathe away from the rest of you.
Tristan will offer to do the prestidigitation on the bathwater to get it warm for her, but
I will have a bird bath outside.
I'll be fine, thank you. A little cold water never killed anyone. Well, that's wrong, it's killed plenty, but it hasn't killed me yet.
it's not trouble or anything.
Kina, which type of bird?
Don't engage,
Because
Kina.
each bird species has their own bathing ritual. So if you're gonna
It's a
bathe
term.
like
It's a
bird,
term of phrase. It's a term of phrase.
It doesn't have to be so specific every single time.
No.
Hedrah.
When you
Well,
are
but like I said-
when you are bird bathing, you use a cloth and cup of water and run it over yourself as standing position. It doesn't actually mean that she is being a bird in a bath.
Okay, so no, I wanted to know what the fuck that term actually was because I never heard it.
You
It's
could
also
just say
there's
that.
also
Bird
the
bath.
far less charming phrase, the horse bath, which is a wet rag out of a sink.
Well,
Or
at
a
least it's
marine
not as
shower.
bad as the. Hey, at least it's
I
not
would
bad as the
not-
military showers we had when we were out. We had 1 cup of water. That's it. That was what we got to clean ourselves with. So it was
Right.
pitch and crotch. Pitch, crotch, and if you could, neck.
I would not mind water that is heated from the fireplace, though. That would be nice.
Mhm. You know, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
yeah,
but you get
heat a bucket up and then run it back out again. But yeah, Green Eye will go behind the building and wash up.
Because I've seen birds do. I actually didn't know the term, what it meant.
Oh, Cass, you aren't stealthy at all.
I'm not watching for. Oh, I'm not watching her.
You know,
Cass, you fucking perv.
Cass went around to be like, she's weird, but then tripped on a trap, and they've got a rock thrown at her, and she comes back in, rubbing her head. I suppose I deserved that.
What'd you do?
But
I thought she's strange, so I thought I'd get a look.
That's rude.
you're gonna peep on her in the bath?
Yes. I don't trust easy.
Neither do we, but
There's like 7 of us.
that.
She
Well,
shrugs.
Are you sure? Are you sure it was just to like make sure?
I don't know what you're insinuating. Plus, underneath all that leather, I have no idea if they're my type.
Yeah, I think Bob's
So
just
you had
calling
to
you a
go get a
perv.
look. Okay, no worries.
Huff.
Just don't do that to us.
Huff. Yeah. Some like 20 or so minutes later, there's like a vaguely shivering green eye returning to the house. Whew, it is getting a bit brisk.
I press a digitator close warm.
I appreciate it, but please don't magic at me without permission. Rather rude, even if the intent is pleasant. Yeah, she is quick. She peels out of her leather, washes herself done. She still sees Hallie in the bath. Is Hallie like bathing inside then with warm water?
Why not?
Fair enough.
As soon as Hallie strips down like past the chest, Tristan will just kind of turn around and leave the building then.
I mean, yeah. If she's inside, then might as well give her privacy.
Hey, Hallie, you need help with getting your back there? You even reach there?
Nice, Bob.
Distressed mooing.
Well, that was the open question. She can't say no.
I think she needs more help reaching under her cleavage.
Cass, don't perv on Hallie
What?
too.
Cass is like sat down in like the side of the room and just reading a book.
No, but Stray, that was an open question. I don't know if you heard.
Wasn't the bath upstairs? Like
There isn't an upstairs.
Thing.
Like
Oh, there
the bath is like a large like metal banded tub that was placed on the rafters for this building,
oh,
so you can
that's what
take
you
it down.
meant. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. It's still like a manual tub that you pick up and use.
Rip Hedrah,
Stray,
never
you
getting an
there?
answer.
Stray.
You got an answer.
No.
She
Distress
typed,
moving.
sure, Bobo.
Oh, there. And just cleans hands and then just starts helping out. Scrub,
Sure.
scrub.
And yeah, Bobo, with your exceptionally high passive perception, you do spot the moment that Green Eye takes their mask off in order to like clean the inside of their mask. And they would appear to be a red-headed, green-eyed, pale, vaguely freckled, like just human. They're 5'10", so not exactly a large frame either. In fact,
Well-
here you go. I'll just sort of like bump that out. You get the full view. Dun dun dun.
Reminds me of Farmer Michael screaming about gingers.
Gingers have no souls.
But yeah, she'll like finish cleaning her mask and then tug it back on into place. By the way, this art is, I think, real cute.
Yeah.
Although the
Yeah,
token, the token version of it doesn't sell quite as much as. Let's see here. I should have the credits for it. I do.
The alchemist from Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah. Except it is a ladyfied one.
I mean, the one in Darkest Dungeon is a female.
Well, look, just take a look. That one is it's rather femmed up.
Okay, that I can agree with.
Okay.
Yes, she are cute.
Mhm.
It just looks you just do the fast eye switch. You know, when you quickly side eye and then go back, it's like, ah, freckles.
Yes, freckles. I don't get much sun.
Yeah, no worries. Just no, it's the fact that you have the same. Well, you're not the first redhead I've seen. Most of during the tournament, it was Tristan's friend. She, well, your eyes are greener than her.
Yes, my eyes are greener than most. That's why I'm called Green Eye most commonly.
Well, I'm called Bob because my name's Bob. So, yeah.
I assumed it's because large gentlemen are used to seeing you bob.
Nice finger guns.
Beaky face nods.
Hallie just giggles.
Yes, eventually Hallie is scrooped down and given the chance to towel off, and you can all return. So, I was wondering, what is your task? Why are you out here and, is there anything important going on? As I said, I missed the gathering.
Was everyone here, or is it just to the people?
Yeah,
now?
yeah. Once Hallie's rewashed and the party can convene and conquer.
Well, speaking of all this redhead talk, isn't Faunra a redhead?
I thought that was brown.
It's like
Looks like a rust red to me.
I'd have said redhead.
Let me just tap over.
Well, we can always just ask Kina.
That looks auburn.
This is a nice color.
Oh well, you incited a fucker or something there.
No,
Nope.
it did not, because
This
Ariel's
had.
still harmed and exhausted.
Isn't auburn just a different variety of red?
Auburn
Yes.
is essentially red brown.
Yeah, it's a right there mixture there, but more towards the brown notes. So it's brown paste with red tones in it. Pretty much like a slightly blushed version of chestnut. See?
I can't bother to go like grabbing everyone's tokens all the time, but the other trio will have come in at some point and introduced themselves and taken their chances to wash. So yes, please. Do tell. I'm so very out of the loop, unfortunately.
Well, currently our most major pressing objective is trying to stop the whole hornet kidnapping people thing.
I see. Well, that's certainly good. They haven't bothered us, but we've not quite gone into range of their, well, area of operations, I suppose. But
I'll nod.
shrugs. I'm sure they're a danger to some and many more. Most agents of the darkness are like that.
Yeah. Apparently, we hope that they aren't inherent agents of the dark now. Maybe we can save them. Wouldn't that be nice?
You know what?
Certainly very noble.
If that one squire's any indication, then perhaps they aren't all just part of the darkness.
There is a hornet squire.
Yeah, cute little thing.
Yes. Yes, under who was it? Sir Human, I believe.
Sir Hugh Man.
Yes.
Fuck, was Hugh a forest? Would you know here? Let's have a look here. Sir Hugh. I'm sure I have it written down whether she is forest or not. Oh, you mean Halua? Yes,
Yeah, that's
I
the one.
did not know she had taken on a squire. She spends most of her time working out of, well, a temple in the midst of the woods. One of their long-time guards of the family.
So out of curiosity, Scout, how well known is the tried darkness attack on that place, like from a few years back?
It's certainly a lot more known after Hugh would have left it and told people.
Okay.
It's close enough to common knowledge at the moment that there was a large attack. And indeed, it isn't really, the only place where such a thing has occurred.
You mean attacks from the darkness?
Yes, the Cloister of Light, Sahela's stomping grounds, were, I believe, one of the first, but there were attacks on other religious sites as well. One might almost say they were looking for something.
Looking for something.
That would make sense.
Tristan will glance at the rest of the party.
At which point Jessie will cock her own head and do a terrible insight at you. Bad at reading people.
Let's just say we're looking for something too.
I see. Okay. Sure, I can't force you to talk about it, I suppose.
Well, if you want to come with us, get your hands into all sorts of great piece parts, we'll tell you, but...
Ooh, that does sound like a lot of fun. Rubs her mitts together.
So is that a yes, or...?
Sure, why not? As long as we make a stop at some point with one of the order halls so that I can offload and trade, etc.
Yeah, that'd benefit all of us, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, let's get this handy dandy map that we've been sketching out. See where the hell we're closest should be here.
Do we want to tell her now, or... Yeah, we're kind of close to the fairies, but...
Not really.
Yeah,
We'd have to.
It's not in our...
We have no idea what's in these. It could be mounds or something.
I'm not in a rush. No, there aren't any mountains there. They'd probably actually be visible. Or at the very least, like the start of a mountain line would be visible. For instance, over here where the mountain line starts for the dragons, they know the mountains go on, like, they extend as a very long ridge for miles, but obviously they can only really see the very foot of them. Similarly, you'd know at least one mountainous origin point if there were one here.
All right. Well, maybe not mounds, but we have no idea what's in this area. It could be
Oh,
like
yeah.
any sort
Could-
of difficult terrain and whatnot.
Could be hills, forest, bog. You've no fucking idea.
Well, wouldn't hurt to try and
Well-
make our way to the fairy stronghold after we deal with the Hornet Queen.
Jesse
Right.
nod.
Still need to make ourselves
Yeah, we need
get
to get
the
to Farron's
bolt
Bolt
hole
Hole.
first.
Of
Yes.
course, not a problem.
Otherwise, we get to play Don't Starve.
Oh, joy.
Well, we can stave it off for a little bit, but it's not going to be too good.
Cocks ahead curiously.
We need to resupply.
Well,
see.
I get good berries. Yeah, good berries works 1 a day, but that's it.
Right.
So, but in the long term, it's not. That's why a lot of druids don't really, hard to chew food or meats in general, because they can't really, eat too solid after a constant diet of that.
Right. Well, I would be happy to join you. It's been a while since I've had a drink. Cass mutters something about being out of apples as well, which is a crime.
See if they still have some from the orchard.
Hungry for apples. Hungry for apples.
Poor Ross.
Heretic burger. Oh god, we can actually make heretic burgers. Shit.
How long is it? It's like 1 day there and then 1 day back.
I don't think we need to come back to the lodge after we go back here.
No, we
mean-
should go to the Bolt Hole and then right to the Hornet Queen.
Yes.
Yeah, bolt hole.
I mean,
Rest your two
it's the
asses up.
same.
I mean, it's the same, but yeah.
I ask because I want to know if I could get my if I could be able to if I would get my rest and clear this what's it called? Harm here in this cabin.
We have to have an entire
we-
day of doing nothing.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah,
get to the
that's-
Bolt
I
Hole
don't
and then
mean
chill.
everybody. Just
No,
Faunra.
we're breaking. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Yeah, let's just go to the Bolt Hole, spend a day of downtime there, and then we can push out.
I want to keep an eye on our guide.
You mean Tiara?
What guide?
Yes, the Hornet.
She's like sat in a canopy somewhere. Like probably there's like a tall tree or something that she's put a hammock into.
Well, I can leave her some food and, a little piece of, bacon.
I also would like. I
Ah.
would also take this opportunity to work on her.
Yeah,
You are
the
intent.
term work
You are intent.
on her.
You are intent to try and convince these hornets to change their ways. Yes. I would like to gauge that possibility.
I would like to believe that there's a chance that they will simply just have a diplomatic outcome, but I'm
She
not opposed to
seems-
us having to fight her if need be.
She took a liking to me back over when we fought the creature. I believe I can maybe make use of that.
Buzzes and strong, moist lesbian noises.
Yeah, like, I just looks at Conrad like, you're not the most talkative one, that's for sure.
I am a lady of action.
Yeah, and that hornet wants some action. So the whole,
I am well aware.
Yeah, so the whole convincing part, like,
Well, she's going to be
in
easy
your
to
ass.
convince.
Well, which one of them?
Yes.
See, that's the problem. It's like, if we leave her here with the hornet, it's gonna be like, we come back and
I would intend to try and convince her to join an order. Perhaps the forest or fairies would do well to hornets.
Just have Bob induct her into the order. It's fine.
no, that ain't happening. No,
I don't think
I
Bob
have
quite
no
suits her.
jurisdiction on that.
If we can turn one of them to the idea, then perhaps she can assist us in convincing the queen.
Well, she could, like come down and talk and, the general stuff before we go to
The
the small talk. Like, we're gonna camp out here for the night and it's gonna rain, so it's nice and dry and warm in here.
Oh yeah, we shouldn't leave her just sitting out there. That's mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, about
I will invite her
just
in.
lowest of all,
Then
how about we just ask her down here and then, like, totally work her over, so to speak?
I'll invite her in. Then go get her attention.
Sure, when you do so, she's like lazily up in a hammock, like swaying idly in the trees. Probably like snoring noises.
I'll call out to. I'll go down to the base of her tree and like call and shout up at her.
Ah, I'm up. Hey, what's up? It takes a few moments to re-steady herself, and then we'll lean over the hammock.
It's going to rain tonight. Come inside.
Oh, I'd love to, and I don't need to worry about rain. I'm already plenty wet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh. Wow.
I'm teasing.
Just-
Okay, I'll be like inside and stuff soon.
All right.
Then yeah, she'll gather up her hammock and her bag, and then once inside, then puts the hammock back up just in the rafters. There's definitely some momentary tension between her and Jessie because she hasn't, gone mano a mano with any hornets yet. So she's like, not big enough. Bye. Zips up into the roof and goes to sleep in there. Jessie will look, what does she mean not big enough?
Don't worry about it.
I'm not that short.
Not,
Behind the Tristan boss makes the motion on the titties.
Ah, oh.
I think it's more the Trist will pat his hips for, eggs.
Oh. Oh, then I guess I'm glad I'm too small. She will huff.
And just like that, we just destroyed her self-image. Rip.
Look, one of them has size issues, one of them has skinny issues. You're collecting all the thoughts.
She should drink her milk to get stronger bones.
More no, my bones.
Bone.
Yeah, at some point during the night, Jacob, Ela, and Scout will stand before you which point Jacob speaks up. Look, guys, I think once we reach the bolt hole, we're gonna part ways. I didn't know Hila was pregnant. I can't take her to that. We're not knights.
Yeah,
Fair.
understandable.
It's
Fair
very
heckin'
understandable.
And, taking Scout with you then?
Yeah, or we probably won't even be able to find our way home.
Where is home for you?
It's a little village. Me here on the map.
Give me your hex code.
Yeah, exactly.
That's color.
Just type it in on the GPS here.
Oh dang.
Oh wow, that's it's the middle of a fucking
It came a
blind pig.
ways.
Where they
Yeah, we did.
What's
there.
over there?
Okay,
Their village.
their
Their
village.
village.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Yeah, we came a long way. It's not much of a place apart from the fact that it's got a particularly large church, I suppose. Not that large.
Yeah.
That was rather. Well, God.
Oh, world's
Uh,
shaking. Don't worry about it.
There was no world
World.
moving. Ignore it. It's fine.
Temporary disturbance here.
There was a
Everything-
temporal shift.
is fine.
Yeah. No place called Talon Rest.
Why?
Because we have the tall church and birds like to rest up in the top of it, I think. Names aren't very inventive in most places you'll find.
It's like makes as
True.
much sense as any other place's name.
Yeah.
Well, I wish we could see you safe home, but duty calls us
No,
elsewhere.
please. Yeah, you guys have your big quest and your hornet thing to deal with. And I mean, it was our hornet thing to deal with, sort of. Some friends from a village that doesn't exist anymore. Thanks to them, we traveled across to deal with it all, and it got a bit more complicated than we expected.
Right.
Yeah, we'll finish things for you. Don't worry.
Thanks. Wish there were more we could do, but we're significantly out of our depth and very far from home. And I can't let Hila walk into danger, even if she wants to provide otherwise. And there is some huffing from the priestess. You suspect this is probably what they've been arguing about recently.
Don't blame you.
Yeah. I wouldn't allow you to go in either. Be very against my whole tenets as a Paladin of Embla.
Of course, of course. Listen, if you guys ever come by Talon Rest, we'd love to have you. We have a big service every month. Most people come away from it feeling pretty special.
Well, then we'll have to try and stop by when we have the time.
Nod. Yeah. I mean, I wish you guys luck. We probably won't even hear of any success for months, but we can always hope. You guys are strong. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm
Good.
sure we will pull through whatever challenge awaits us.
No darkness
Yeah.
will conquer us.
That's if
What-
we take our time and plan ahead a little bit. Not just rush
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves
blindly
here.
headlong.
Yeah.
No, I
Don't worry.
said
I have
not
every faith
blindly
in you
rush.
guys. Indeed.
Oh, that's a bad thing to have.
What, faith in you guys? I've seen you turn into a badger and tear a monster's eyes out, and I've Seen Faunra suffer wounds that would have killed any lesser man. I know, 4, 5 times over. Then you hear like a little,
Well,
oh yeah, from up in the rafters.
like,
You
well,
bit a horny
of
hornet.
course. Well, of course. Faunra's a bunny, not a man. Duh.
Fair enough, I suppose. But still, regardless, I don't know if you seem to think less of yourselves, but
I am human.
you are all incredibly strong and noble. I have every faith that you'll come out of this all right.
It's always
We'll be alright.
up in the air with me.
You just take care of you
No.
and yours.
You may be soft of form, but you are strong of heart. And also throwing magic at things.
Soft of ass, but strong of heart.
Strong of heart, thick of ass.
Here we go.
Head empty, heart full.
It's such a good message right there.
It really is. We should all try to be so grossly incandescent.
Sadly, if you're like that, you can't pay your bills. Not
I
the
don't know, it
fact that you
depends what
don't
your
have the
heart's
money,
full
it's
of.
the fact. Yeah, but here's the thing: it's not the fact that head empty, heart full. You have the money, but you don't literally have the brains to fill out a receipt and pay the bills.
Mm-hmm.
So sadly, someone has to have the heart empty, head full.
Either way, though, I must insist before our journey split off that you allow me to impart a little bit of Emma's blessings upon Ely there. Help her out through the whole entire journey.
We'll help. We'll accept any blessings or help you might have to offer. I'm not too proud.
Of course.
Oh, don't worry. We'll still be in the Bolt Hole for like a day, so at least you can rest up. Get rid of that nasty stuff.
Yeah, we'll probably spend an extra day in the bolt hole before we move on. And it's just saying that Jesse calls out the world's greatest truth. you're all a group of very sexually charged individuals.
Tristan just looks at her confused. Like, what'd I do?
I'm sorry.
Like,
You have tragic emo protagonists all over you, Tristan.
Now, what's that got to do with sex?
There is a
Oh.
snort whinny of amusement from where Cass is sat reading.
What?
oh, did it?
I have some
Hey, Cass,
literature
weren't you
you should
supposed
read.
to watch? Hey, sorry, Trist, weren't you supposed to be watching that stuff out?
What stuff?
Got some protagonist all over you.
Yeah, I'm not a protagonist. Don't worry about that.
Says
A
every
supporting character
protagonist
at
ever.
best.
No, we're all the protagonists of our own stories.
Except Tiara up there. She's just the love interest.
Oh, please. It's not love. And she'll like lean over her hammock. At best, it's like supreme lust. It could be more, though. She'll flutter lashes at Faunra.
See what I mean?
She will then return to flopping in the hammock.
Well, let's see if I can
Yeah,
get some
except
help
the rest
here
of you guys.
before.
See what I mean?
Except the rest of you guys are sexually charged weirdos. Not me. I'm a pure innocent boy.
I have
Uh-huh.
done nothing of the such.
I'm not. I'm honestly not that sexual. And then she
Look at what you're wearing.
Her tail swats her ass.
It just does that.
Yeah, it just does that.
Green Eye nods slowly.
Yeah, I just makes a fucking like Will Smith
I did
percent.
not know what you
Do
were
you see
talking
any
about
freaking
myself.
guys here that'll be good for that? No,
I mean,
I'm pretty. There's not enough meat here. Why,
The first time
gods,
you ever
why
opened your
so many
mouth
meat?
around us, you made a blowjob joke at an old man.
Yeah.
Hey, the Grandmaster was some nice slab of meat. Come on.
I mean, yeah, if I was gay, I'd want to fuck him too. But still, that does leave an impression.
He is
Yeah,
a man of
but there's
high
still not enough.
standing and great skill.
And a great
Exactly.
broad jawline.
Power. Turn on. Come on, you can't deny that. Secondly, not enough meat in this group. Why, gods, why? Holston does the whole, you maniac.
Where's my 7
Oh
foot
no, we
delf?
scared off the NPC already.
I mean, she was the one who started it.
She did, but then she was like, like light banter, and then everyone starts going into sexual preferences, types, and stuff. She was like, oh fuck. Oh no.
Oh no, I set off
Why
the
did I-
danger retards.
What did I do?
Why did I do
No,
that?
but actually, that's only Bob that says everyone else will be like, no, we're pure, we haven't done anything, stuff like that. It's just Bob.
Yeah.
See,
Goodness.
I mean, to be fair, Faunra's the only one who's actually gotten any so far in this adventure.
I was
Nope.
wined and dined. Thank you very much. She treated me to dinner, and was a
That was out of
and that was a
character.
good-
Because
Fine.
Tristan absolutely does not know that she got plowed by a merchant.
Very well.
It was nice. He was a handsome young man who treated her nicely. Yeah. Let's see here. I wonder if anything will happen in the night. Probably not. You've got like traps set outside, and you're a huge group, and you are in the middle of a hunter lodge. But
yeah, but still, rotations, the usuals.
yeah, nothing comes at you in the night, and you can go through your rotations. There are a lot of sleepy people who are feeling sleepy because you're still recovering from the fucking just being sick. Yeah. Let's see here. When morning comes, it is to the sound.
Of Tiara coming?
I was tempted to say that actually as I trailed off.
I was going to ask, do I wake up with a hornet in my bedroll?
Roll me a charisma check.
Jesus.
Don't forget, you got
I
harm
don't know.
with disadvantage.
I don't know if I want to roll high or low, or if I want to roll either at all.
I mean, you had disadvantage because you had harm, and for that reason, indeed, she probably considered it. But at this point, it's like, oh, she's kind of hurt. I'll be cool. That's how I end up getting like not fun spankings.
Not fun spank.
So yeah, no, she stays in and behaves. No, if anything, you are woken up to the sound of bubbling stew pots and what smells a lot like slowly cooking pastry.
That smells delicious.
Yeah, you can see that Green Eye is like at the fireplace. There is a metal tray that's got a number of what looks like short crust pastry pies on it, next to which is a pot of like thick chunky gravy. It's probably still got some like strands of like leftover meat bits that wouldn't have made a proper meal, but will go perfectly well for a gravy in it. Yes, this would probably have all gone off anyway, so might as well cook it all now since we're off to the bolt hole.
Not to disparage Bob's cooking, but I could sure use a change of pace after that incident in the woods.
Indeed. Unfortunately, pies do not keep for particularly long, but they are delicious. I love pie.
What do you mean? They last really well. You make a thick crust pastry and then you cook the inside. That's why you keep the. If you larded up the pastry shell, it can actually be as just a container, so you have a lot of travel.
I suppose. Taps the chin. Not much of a cook myself. These were pre-made.
Yeah, that's how you normally do it. Like pies are literally travel food.
She nods. That's why she bought them.
Wait, you can get pre-made pies. Travel with.
Yeah,
We've fucked up horribly.
Why didn't we just get nothing but steak pie?
Steak pie.
because they cost a fair bit more. It's a lot to eat per pie, but here's the thing: you don't eat the crust because it's made to contain all the tasty insides. You're not supposed to eat it.
Oh fuck! I want mince pie right now.
Out of character, that's actually a thing.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Yeah.
No, in this
for
case
everyone
though,
else.
these are premium meal like ration pies. So these are the 5 SP goodies.
So what you're saying is she's dunking on us with her superior travel rations.
More
Yes.
like she probably had a lot of travel rations, but now, like, so to speak, the seal has been cracked, so she might as well cook them all while she's got them.
Yeah. So I guess we'll eat them and head off to the bolt hold.
Yep. Say goodbye to
After we-
Jacob and crew. Wish them the best. And
I mean, they're coming with us to the bolt hold.
Yes.
Yeah.
oh yes, right. Yes, they are. Okay.
In fact, they are going to be staying there like an extra day, so when you guys leave the botthole, they'll still be there for like just another day, relaxing before they face a very long, arduous journey.
Yeah, and I'll make sure to dump my my lay on hands and do a little bit endless blessing onto Ela and all that while we're in the bolt hole.
Oh yeah, and she'll gladly accept. Very thankful as she be.
Are we not going to speak? Are we not going to talk to our guy?
Well, talk to her like you had an entire
Yeah, what's up?
day. Well,
I know that you guys are going to another place, so I'll hang around and wait here for you to come back. Just don't leave me waiting too long. Otherwise, I'll leave.
Yeah, we'll
It's
be
gonna
about
take
3 days.
Oh, 3 days, that's so
no, it's
boring.
I know it's sad, but look, it just makes motion to the hurt bunnies there. It's like I need that time to recover.
Yeah.
We could leave you with some delicious or eyebrow waggle.
No, it's still not been a week. Hey, we take it seriously. Don't want to get crazy brain.
Okay. So it takes a week for it to not make you crazy, or can only eat it once per week?
She shrugs. I don't know. We just know that if you're gonna have stuff that comes from a beast, leave it for a week between.
Okay.
Trist will take out like 3 iron rations and put them down on the table for her.
Ah, thanks. Yeah. She will give you like half jar of honey. I take longer to make more, but here you go.
Oh, thanks. Trist will put some on his breakfast bread.
Nom nom nom. Yeah.
I still want to stay.
Yeah, I mean, there is, at the very least, Tiara will ensure that you aren't quote unquote bothered by anyone but her, of course. So you can get a full day's rest if you choose to stay here at the Hunter Lodge.
But Tina, how will you see your husband again if you don't go to the bowl?
He's not my husband. Not even close. It was merely a casual encounter.
prospective lover.
How can you ever upgrade to your husband? Alright.
I am going to commit to my action. I'm going to stay here at the hunter's hall, this hunter lodge with Tiara, and I'm going to try and pick her brain and speak with her about about helping us convince her people to her hive to forsake those that they work for currently for more noble endeavors.
Okay. Yeah.
If you would, I will give the party some coin if they could get me some more herbs and rations. I am running low on sacred herbs for my rituals and rites.
Wait, which type of sacred herbs? Air quotes.
I use a bundle of I have it written down.
God, Bob, not everything sexual.
I have I burn bundles of sage and rosemary and what else was it? Fuck. There was 4 of them.
No, Savin, I said sacred herbs, air quotes, weed.
Oh, I thought you had, like, birth control. I mean, same difference.
Just given the fact that we're here, I have to, get some clarifications because, hey, sacred herb, okay, I'll buy these. No, I'm summoning the demons of the hells itself. Like, oh, those are wrong herbs. See?
It turns out the Faunra is more hardcore than we thought, and the other 2 herbs are water, hemlock, and deadly nightshade.
No,
Alright,
it's just
so we'll
just
get a
some
list of
fucking-
what Faunra needs.
Yes. I know I looked them up earlier a while ago, but I can't remember what they are all off the top of my head now.
Alright, well, if you're sure, let's get underway. I've got a lot to do. In a hurry.
Yeah.
I will make sure
Sounded
to
we
keep
just
my
see-
greatsword take my greatsword off the cart and keep it with me, just in case.
Yeah. The other 2 missing herbs are fucking strong ass weed and amanita mushrooms for the psychedelic effect. So you're literally getting high as balls and having an LSD trip.
That seems like something a berserker would do.
Yeah. It seems very fitting, so, I have to get some clarification on what type of fucking hallucinogenic mushroom do you want?
I want one that makes
you
me
want
feel
the-
like Superman, but also made of glass. Customize my high.
Let's go.
Nice.
I want to be relaxed, but also road warrior.
So do you
Well,
need to make a travel
sounds-
roll to move 1 hex?
Lord Chungus.
Yes, the DC actually went down because you guys had premium rations this morning.
Yay.
So that's nice.
Yay.
I will be
Nice.
assisting Scout once more.
Yep.
Yep. You're gonna have to take
Oh,
over and
hell
have
Oh
to.
wow, look at you
Yay!
made up for your past fucking failures.
Hey, look, we find another NPC. Welcome to the party,
No.
son.
Alright, there are no failures. Bob, with that successful quartermaster roll, would you like to make a cooking roll?
I don't think there's a point considering we're about to.
There
Get down
isn't
to it.
really,
Well,
but
I-
you can.
Yeah,
Just
I
a dab
could
on
get
everyone.
assistant. Yeah, I could get an assistance on this one actually because we have an extra that can help.
You do not have a trained cook amongst the party now.
Oh, rip Jesse.
I'll see. Oh, you know what? Fuck it, let's go. Hell yeah. Get
Hell
damned
yeah.
on.
Sure. I'll say that you guys are so well fed that you don't have to spend like a ration moving into the next hex that day, and
Nice.
that means you won't be like doubling down on eating and then still paying for like a day's accommodation. So you can say
Hooray!
that for this day, enjoy your like free ration off. You'll make it to a place where you can get meal and lodging before that,
Yay.
which is good because otherwise I think you probably would have been good on the Goodberry Express this day.
Oh no.
Hey, it's only one berry a day. Do not eat more.
Hey, look, it's gonna get you. You're gonna be very, very tired of Goodberry over the course of an entire adventure. I feel like every day you get to dodge the Goodberry Express is better.
I'm already tired of Goodberry.
Your entire pie's like,
as a
oh
concept.
no. The
Hey, it's
Goodberry,
better than
no
starving.
good. It's true, but you're gonna start associating the Goodberry with like just terrible experiences.
Alright, so we have 8 people in the party now. 1, 2, 3, that's...
We won't have
4,
8
41.
for long. No, wait, yeah, we will have
Yeah,
8.
we will.
So
Jesse's coming with us.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Guess I'm gonna put Jesse up on the thing in one moment.
So how much do
Rosemary,
you?
sage, and basil. Are you fucking making incense or a fucking pasta?
So how much do
Those
you
all of
need?
those herbs
say-
have very spiritual connections to purification and repelling of evil.
What
And
do you
delicious
think they're in the
pasta.
pasta?
They just also are delicious.
The
Alright,
fuck?
guys,
We
I
need
got...
fucking.
hold on,
So-
everyone. I have an announcement to make.
Yes.
Once we get here and we convert our silver into rations, we'll have 69 rations. That is all.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
We must never eat again. I see.
I was gonna
Yeah.
ask like if you need us to kick in
I
any
was,
silver for
fasting.
rations.
No, we have exactly the correct number of rations for the rest of our lives.
I mean,
We're going.
Okay.
We're going
Okay.
to find another great beast, and fucking Faunra is going to barbarian slam a pasta into its face. Be purified.
Mom spaghetti, splat.
Joke's on you. I made this spinach linguine with a delicious, very pure sauce. But what's
you're
that?
saying
Oh
is that
no! Blood sausage made with great beast blood. It explodes on them. 6 damage.
So what you're saying is that there's some impasta among us.
I mean, if you add garlic in there as well, it is just like super
The
vampire
vampire
repellent.
pasta. I wonder if it's not actually garlic that vampires are bothered by, but it was all of that, those other delicious cooking herbs. Just the garlic's the stronger flavor.
Alright, yeah. Before we take all this shit back to Ponder, we're absolutely like making a pasta here.
Yeah, here's the thing though. What's this absolutely hilarious is that it's linked to purification. It's from fucking Italy, the Holy Roman Empire. Come on, where the fuck
yeah.
do you think that shit started?
I know. Yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah.
we're gonna make a
Of
nice
course it's
garlic sauce,
pasta.
get some rosemary, sage, and basil in there, make a pasta.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
And also, Green Eye is going to dump out some Electrum for some better rations. I've been doing this traveling thing for a long time. I prefer variety.
Nice. We're poor, so just shrug.
Let's see here.
Feeding one person is easier than feeding. Just makes a motion towards Tristan. That.
What?
So let's add on 7 days of premium and also 7 days of candy.
Yay! And let's see, how expensive are fruits and veg again? Alright, Tris is just gonna shell out for 3 days worth of apples for Cass.
Sure, I've already got the thing open, so
Yeah,
I'll turn that into 10 person days of fruit and veg. All right, the candy she chooses, sugar drops and popcorn. There you go.
That's
You have-
popcorn.
What did you say?
Sugar drops and popcorn.
Oh, I was
You know,
like,
Tristan's
sugar
straight up
pop
gonna ask her, like,
popcorn.
what's popcorn?
It's corn that you pop in a pan over an open fire with a lid on it, and then you sprinkle on salt or sugar at your leisure, and it's delicious.
Oh, you
Sounds
should
good.
try with like salt.
Very
Just drip a little bit
love
of
it.
salted butter.
Yes, of course, salted butter is a very popular one as well, but I am partial to a little bit of citrus and sugar.
Interesting.
Yeah. I traveled with a fairy for some time and they got me into it. It's very Moorish.
All right, Skow. Important question. Do they have an
Yeah.
armorer here at the Bolt Hole?
Yes, they are basic as far as armorers are concerned.
All right. Tristan's gonna go to their armorer and get a lance.
All right, yeah, they can do you a lance. Have you got the 2 broken halves of your previous one still?
Yeah, and before he goes in there, Tristan will just unscrew the beast claw and stick it back into his pack and take the mundane halves in.
Sure. Let's see here. He'll take that off of you as trade and reforge it. So it's probably going to be slightly cheaper than just getting it new.
Sweet. Like, how
Uh,
much cheaper?
He'll cut off like 25% of the cost. How much is a lance normally?
10.
All right, yeah, 7 then.
Sweet. That doesn't take all of my money.
Here you go.
Oh, a lance.
Yeah, they look like they are used to like common blades, spears, and by extension lances, and also like wagon and caravan repair.
Thank you. This will be very helpful.
Yeah, kill something for me.
Count on it.
Yeah.
Oh god, I
In
broke
fact,
my
he
lance.
pauses and he gets a looks like this iron hinging brace. And here, take this. If ever anything snaps again, this large brace, you just screw it shut around the 2 halves. It's not perfect, but it'll last for a while.
Huh.
Throw that in for free.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
No worry. And yeah, say like it's like spear haft sized, just like very simple iron. But if you were to like screw it tightly over 2 snapped halves, it would hold them together at the very least.
Well, hopefully we'll have this hornet problem of yours cleared up as soon as we're resupplied.
That'd be appreciated. I know that well, we're missing trade from a couple of villages that don't like to make the journey anymore.
Yeah, just I'll give the lance a few experimental thrusts into the air and nod. Right. Thank you. Shuffle off, extremely happy that he can fix his own shit now. Oh man, that's so great.
Yep.
Fast
it's like
luck. I have a lance again.
probably
I'm not
yeah, it's probably
delanced.
like a oh, that's wonderful. It would have been quite terrible if you'd been yes, delanced indefinitely. But yeah, if you want to add like a little like half repair to your inventory, it's a short rest, and you can like re-screw in a set to restore a broken weapon temporarily.
Nice.
Yeah. So, you guys are spending an extra day out there recovering.
Question I would like to ask the innkeeper if there is a private path.
They'll nod. Yeah, you just have to use just a single person room, bring a bathtub up, and we'll heat up the water with it.
Sure, can also get like I very value my privacy. Can I get somebody like staged outside to just keep people the fuck away?
I don't know. We don't tend to offer indoor guards. I mean, the doors have locks, so. Bob just doesn't want to show you his Pringle can-sized dick.
He's just very shy.
Come on, like
Very
seriously,
shy
like,
about
just-
being aggressive big dick shower.
Yeah, you know, like just that size and the smell of it is just everyone just flocks to him. Like,
He
Oh, they
wants to
what,
be-
like
Ima-
Bob unzips and hentai dialogue starts cropping up in every nearby tavern room.
Oh, he wants a thought patrol to keep them away.
Yeah,
Oh, you should clearly
it's
just
like,
ask
he wants the
Tristan.
men to. Yeah, he wants the men to do that, not all the fucking thoughts around here. It's like, no, get away from big old thoughts.
get begone thoughts exactly.
Yeah,
And yeah, the doors have steady locks. He tells you he doesn't do any guards against the thought patrol for you, but hey, don't worry about it.
Mm.
He's got plenty of
Yeah,
rooms,
it
and he
just-
said like there's a couple of villages where they aren't getting trade from at the moment, so he has spare rooms.
just I was sort of just starts undressing and the fucking the Pillar Man theme starts playing.
Yeah, people have seen Bob's incredibly jacked back before. I'm sorry, you could bounce a thought off of that, young Shota.
Shit.
Yeah, it would be 2 silver if you wanted to be modest there for the time.
Yeah, 2 silver. Sure.
Jesse'll do the same. Jacob and Ela will take a room together, and Scout will probably, honestly,
Oh.
probably just slums it in the barn.
No. Scout's like, I'm gonna slum into the barn. Tristan's just gonna like, nah, I got you. I'll pay for a room for her too.
Oh,
I'll have
thanks.
them send. Oh, sorry.
No problem. Needed to make change anyway.
Yeah, they will accept.
And I will have them send extra nice food up to Jacob and Eli.
Yeah, not a problem.
How much?
Probably just like an extra 5 copper just to upgrade their meal equivalents for a night.
I will give them a silver.
They give you 5 copper change.
No, like upgrade it to like
I guess we can throw in a nice bottle of wine.
oh no, and no alcohol, just more delicious food.
Sure, I'll triple down on the bacon.
Hell yeah.
Shot a gun.
Nice. Fucking nice. Oh
Steel
yeah,
manning it.
that big. Yeah, what's the word again? I see. The whole. We know what there's going. That's from the. Berserk, isn't it?
God, I don't know. They all blend into one, all
they
the
make-
animes.
No, the new one. The read.
I haven't watched the
Remake
Berserk anything in a very long time.
Yeah, like the old anime much better than the new one because it was a fucking lazy animation studio that did that shit. Some Singaporean assholes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I do recognize the scene right there. It looks straight out of when they went at the ball. The ball.
Yeah. Well,
So I assume I don't need to roll the hit if she's just standing there and yelling, "Come at me, bro."
part of me feels like you do just because it goes against every instinct you have
Crit.
to just like blast
Yeah,
a friend
crit.
on purpose.
Yeah, crit and
But let's
kill
see what happens.
Crit.
pet. Okay.
Aw.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
no, I go unconscious. Damn it.
Yep, you hit her, she goes down.
Ah!
You rolled way too high on me. Damn it.
Well, hold on.
You-
You have to make a death save now, because there's a turn in between before she can spare the dying on you.
It's true.
Well, no, because you can just choose. You can choose turn order. Oh no, there was
No,
always
not in
gonna
this
be one
case.
turn.
Not in this
You're
case, no.
right. There does literally have to be, at best, a death save.
You dumbass.
Damn it. Why do you guys don't say
I tried,
anything?
okay?
All right, let's see that
Yeah,
death
let's see
save.
the death save.
God,
It's not like
Damn
your
it.
guys were there.
Oh, you get out.
Oh, it's fine.
The
Get
fucking
up.
wizard just gets back up. Come at me
I was,
again, bitch! I dare you.
I was hoping you'd fail, and then you'd have a rank of harm and have to spend extra day here.
No, so it's like Hallie, you blast her, and then Tiana goes, "Oh fuck," and then gets back up again.
Can I make the attempt at copying the spell with that nat 20?
Yes, I will let you actually, because that was so unlikely. I will let you take a shot at copying it. Because yeah, usually Tiana has to stay fucking conscious to learn those spells.
Why did you make me do that?
Damn it, the disadvantage.
Oh,
it was a
no,
combat,
you're always
remember?
going to be at disadvantage.
Alright, that was a combat check. You're okay.
Okay, cool.
It was an it was an attack. I'm not gonna let your fucking.
Okay, thank goodness.
That would be so unbelievably mean of me.
Uh,
I mean, okay,
Ooh, boy.
I've been mean in the past, but yes, no, that is combat, definitely.
Okay.
It's a spell being cast at you. Of course, you've memorized. You tried to. You're in combat.
Why
So,
did
yeah.
you make me do
good.
that?
I'll show you in a sec. Copy guiding
And-
bolt into my. There we go.
All right, Costa. Let's see.
Now I'll pick a suitable target away from anything else.
Oh, yeah, you guys can get inspiration.
Sweet.
Nice.
I already
Asking
had it.
Bob because Bob continues to amuse me.
I missed
believe-
something, but
I can't believe that the only time I've actually hit someone in this game for any amount of damage was a party member during downtime.
I mean, it was worth it.
Yeah. And then you see Tiana sit up and fucking guiding bolt a barrel.
I think I have that permanently now.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, I was just saying that out loud.
Okay.
But okay,
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's weird, but if I get a spell cast on me, I can copy it. Sometimes permanently if I try really hard.
I don't want to do that again.
You shouldn't have to.
I'm gonna go and calm down in the corner now.
Also, on that cure wounds, I'm just gonna top myself off by also casting cure wounds.
She's stealing your magic.
I'll pat the moo.
I don't think you guys are set otherwise for inspo. So yeah, while these fantabulous adventures, I was about to just jump over to Faunra.
Yes.
So, you are describing the knighthoods,
Yeah.
and you want to try and stick the idea of Order of the Buzz in their head?
Perhaps. They are already an organized group, her and the other hornets. They are united under their queen. Much like how the orders are united under their reigning champion? What is the leader of their grandmasters?
The Grandmaster.
There's enough of them that they could establish themselves as an order of themselves, or they could lend their strength to the fairies or the forest or others that more suit their individual dispositions. There are many ways to help and protect people.
Okay. Let's see here. I wonder how receptive you as an individual are to this information, Tiara, because you are
I mean, she
Yeah.
wants to be very receptive to
like she's, you see, like she's part of like overall like a large hive of people, and in and of itself a scout isn't, they aren't limited in independence, but they still have a chain of command, and to her this kind of like, you know, big thinking is, you know, like that's what the queen do, that's what her handmaidens do. But let's see here. Okay. She is independent enough, it would seem, to mull this information over. I don't know. I don't know how a whole big hive of hornets would work out.
What do you mean? How would it not?
Well, and for one, we've been doing like a lot of stabbing people, you know? Like, we've done a lot of bad stuff, or perceivably bad stuff. We just, it's stuff, really, you know? The queen says these people need laid into, and hey, we need egos and daughters and stuff.
Okay, well, I'll tell. Your people have not done anything. Have not done things that are irredeemable. Sure, there are many instances of minor offenses. Yes, the taking of individuals for the continuation of your kind.
Mm-hmm.
You may not have to simply take people if you are in the good graces of the people of the land. You might find that people could like your people, perhaps. Like, you are, shall we say, enamored. It is entirely possible that through action and deed you could endear yourself to people on a more individual level, and some might want to start a relationship with some of yours, much like how anyone else does.
I don't know. I feel like lots of people. It's not like relationships haven't happened between people. Like occasionally, like there are dark elves that wander real close and hang out enough and put up a good enough fight that they don't get egged up the very first time. But like, you know, we're full of drugs and stuff, so most people are very much in the line of, like, you know, being really into us.
I did not say it would be easy, but they say that nothing worth doing is ever easy. I will talk to her next about, well, there is also not just there's not also just the orders of knights. There's also the gods that are also lend their wisdom and guidance to people. Like, your people seem to have a very fixation on propagating your kind, which is a part of life very strongly, and the god that I serve is Embla, and she is the lady of life.
So, are you saying you want to propagate?
I suppose one day I will, once my duties have been fulfilled.
Oh no, you get filled and then that's propagating.
Yes, that's after.
No, I fill you. That's propagating. You don't have to be fulfilled before propagating. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean my duties as a knight. Once I have done my due duty to protect people and the land and ensure that done my part to ensure that evil will not overcome the light, I will perhaps retire from being a knight to start a family and ensure the next generation of knights is born.
Surely, though, before that happens, you'd die.
The life of a knight is filled with danger and glory. As you saw when we fought those dangerous creatures for the sake of earning your queen's favor. We risked life and limb to do that.
This is
We
true,
could have
and I'm
died.
still slick every time I think about it.
There is an excitement to, I will admit, there is an excitement in brushing close to the end of one's cycle and staring death in the face only to turn away the last.
Uh-huh.
The dance of life and death.
Yeah. No, I get that part. She's like full leaning in, eyelash fluttering. Well, like, okay. Alright, fine. And she will buzz up to her feet and sort of do a vague hop step around the room of thinking. So, are you saying you want our mum to be like one of your big knights? Or are you saying you want her to be like one of your gods?
Well, the gods are a bit above everyone else, I suppose, on some sense.
God Asa. Oh, I bet she'd get like real famously along around with your Embla then if she likes propagating and stuff.
She is the goddess of life. Though I was more in the line of Grand Master, the
I mean, that's
lord,
cool
the lord
too.
of her knights.
Okay, I mean that's cool too, but I mean if it's an option, I bet she'd totally want to be a goddess instead.
I do not know of anyone who is mortal to become a god.
Oh. Well, I mean she might know, she's really smart.
Perhaps.
But okay. Alright, well, how do you know that becoming knights would work then? Because we are not very knightly. We just like to fucking fight. We make lots
Well,
of delicious honey.
all the knighthoods are not all the same. They are quite different in how they do things.
Uh-huh.
Let me just look up at the oaths here. Let's see. Oh god, I need to look up the knighthoods. They're the knightly grandmaster. No, that's not it. That's not the right one.
There you go.
The oaths. Oh, okay. Well, I will go through with her with the oaths. The oath, like the oath of the dragon. That is dangerous. Those ones. They come the closest. They are those of us who come closest, who brush closest to the forces of darkness. It is a trait passed down from their first Grandmaster, and they fight with it all the time, not to turn to dark.
Oh, so their old mum, dad, their old grandmaster is the one who asked our mum to do stuff.
The dragon, Velthermar Dracul is his name.
You feel the air get a little bit colder as you say his name in full, a la classic fantasy.
I will make a holy symbol, a gesture over my chest, and it is bad luck to even say his name.
Right. I just thought we didn't say his name because it's kind of annoying to say.
And I am oath to the Hare Knights, the Knights of the Hare. As you can tell from my ears, is part of what I am. And we honor fairness and hope and trusting others and trying to find beauty in the world and protecting it at all costs. Though I myself am bound to another order as well, one that will protect life at any cost and on a more grand scale, I suppose.
Right, okay.
And there's the forest.
As you get to this point, I'm going to make an int check. We'll see how much of this she is retaining.
Right. But she's not doing
She's not doing bad.
She's not like totally like shitting it the bed or
No, she is retaining information. All right, okay. I mean, I like the sound of a lot of these guys.
Perhaps your people would be more to the fairy queen or the forest.
Fairy
Those who
queens
are
don't
more
sound very
attuned with
strong.
nature. I've seen her at did we see them all we saw them all. I've seen her in person once when she gave me my quest that we are on. She is very large. She is taller than me, though she is not as...
You remember as being like very dainty and graceful.
But they are more in tune with things like nature and...
I like flowers.
And they always seek to, as they say among their own, that they seek out and live interesting lives and live in interesting times. They seek adventure.
I don't know. We don't really. I guess we seek. Well, no, we seek bitches, but you know.
Then there's the Black Knights who fight for coin and reward. They see that they
I
are
like rewards.
They are bound very strongly to their honor and their word, to never break a contract once they have accepted one. They say they're going to protect someone with their life. They mean it. They will die to keep that person safe, or lest they become a honorless cur that is forsaken.
But what if they don't want to die for the person?
Then they are not a very good Black Knight. That besmirches their honor and taints their name and their name of their order. That was Sir Hannah, right? She was the Black Knight's Grandmaster, right?
They don't have a Grandmaster. They have just different representatives, but she was there as a rep.
Theirs is the only one that does not have a Grandmaster. Though they do have a more or less a leader, one that represents them.
I feel like the only person we'd die for is Mom. Otherwise, we do our best to not die, because dying is bad and makes people sad.
That sounds a lot like the Knights of the Ivory Home, then. They are pledged to their liege, the Eternal King. And they are the ones who spread out amongst the land the most and seek to protect villages and people. They are very practical. Slay evil, protect good, and maintain order. Much like how you and your people are pledged to your queen and to protect the hive and ensure that it continues on.
We'd probably not do that unless that king then oathed himself to the queen, and he could be her bitch boy, and that would work.
It sounds like your people have a bit of take a little bit from each of them. They're not totally on with everything that one order has, but they take a little bit from here or there.
That sounds like people to me.
So your queen could establish herself as, or try to establish herself as a knighthood of her own.
Maybe.
If
Does she get to meet this Mr. King? Because I know that he fights Mr. Darkness.
That's a good question. And I'm not sure if I can answer that one.
Mr. Darkness.
How did the knighthoods come to be? Like, did they all pledged themselves?
Spin and insert dozens and dozens of different tales of their comings together. Traditionally, the Dragon Order came together just sort of naturally. The Boons, their leader, didn't actually have the Eternal King's blessing, and so didn't for like a very long time until they came around. The Ivory Home directly went to the king and were like, yo, we want to, fight in your name. And it's very, very different. But like, okay. I suppose if you wanted to legitimize yourself, the Eternal King would be the first person to
That does feel a bit. Well, I'll tell her that not all of them have received the blessing of the Eternal King. Their histories go back a long way, and a lot of it is there's a lot of legends about all of them. Some, like the Ivory Home, have pledged themselves. Others have proven themselves, and some, like the dragons, were there from the beginning, and their leader once was said to be a great companion of the Eternal King himself before his fall to darkness.
Okay. Maybe you have to tell Mom that then, because like maybe she wants to, but she'd have to, she's Mom. She's the best. She'd have to be in charge and stuff.
Well, if she becomes a Grandmaster, she would be in charge.
She'll nod. Makes perfect sense to her. So, like, it's just you and me here for a while. Want to do some stuff?
Going to pinch the bridge of my nose just a moment.
Come on, you can even sit on my face.
Clearly, you should just manipulate her through sex.
I mean, that seems very underhanded.
That seems very, how does Hornet wants it to go?
I know, but I'm trying here. I'm trying not to.
You're doing a very good job of being well behaved.
Trying to behave here.
God damn it. You wanna? I'm really good at it. And like, you got all those hours to kill, and no one's gonna come bother us. You could sit on my face for like hours.
Hmm.
She'll try and persuade on you.
Very well. I will
You've
accept.
been dicing
I
at
will
her for a while.
I will accept a. I will accept a persuasion.
Oh, that's perception.
That is not
do I have-
persuasion.
Ugh.
You little son of a bitch.
Jesus
You-
Christ, that is huge, huge numbers.
What'd you expect? They're what they do. They
18 and
convince
7.
people to be their egg
I
slaves.
mean, to be fair,
They don't
her
convince anybody to
perception
do
was
that. What do you
better.
mean?
Her perception had a better bonus.
But it's still, Skow did certainly just roll an 18 and a 17.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
In succession, 19, 18, 17. If you look at the last rolls.
Yep.
25,
This is
23, 22.
pretty good.
So it would have been a 12 then,
I will say.
if we go by the same rules as
No,
we've been
because I've
doing.
already said that I try not to actually carry over dice rolls like that, and we'll just hit the new one. I don't just pick and
Okay,
choose whenever it's
okay.
convenient.
We re-roll all dice here when we misroll something. That's how we roll.
Sure.
But yeah, in fact, I should probably show you what a Hornet Scout's block is like, seeing as you guys spend so much time around them.
Alright.
Let's see.
Hey, if you want to.
They're in the chivalrics, and there you go.
Oh shit, they have multi-attack?
Yeah.
Hey, you see the
The
CR1.
reality is they aren't particularly strong physically.
They're very roguey.
They
Yeah.
are very
They have cunning action and sneak attack, and
That's pretty good,
Mhm.
actually.
Yeah, that's
The-
pretty
the s-
good.
Scouts are pretty good.
Yeah, they're very tanky.
We should definitely, you should definitely sit on her face for a while so we can recruit her into the party so that I don't have to do any of the scouting roles. Just help.
It's true.
I
You
wonder
should
if
definitely.
Green Eye fills any roles for you. Let's have a look here.
Come on, Kinathis, don't you put this evil on me.
Blam, 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 blam. Green Eye is good at investigating. Goes hand in hand with the trap part. Their perception, though, is not fantastic, or is their survival. Their nature's okay. But no, the pressure on
These
you.
ones-
I will. I will stare at Faunra. Will stare at the at Tiara for a moment. Before she's not just going to strip or anything, but she's going to pick up Tiara and then push her against the wall.
Yeah. She is
I am
happy to be
not.
pushed.
I am not going to spend the entire the entire time playing.
Huh.
And she will shove herself into a kiss. A very forceful and like dominant.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With her position against the wall like that.
Snap the scout's brain.
After some fun with no eggs.
Okay.
We will train. I wish
Ooh.
to. Yes, we will practice.
Okay. Swooning buggo noises.
There, no eggs, and Faunra's chastity must remain.
That's fine.
Very well.
She's got that long bee tongue for a reason.
Meow, 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 meow. But yeah, you find out that as far as a race of like typically tall, beautiful, charismatic women, they do in fact know what do good things with tongue and fingers. And afterwards, you are capable of, throwing down for some sparring and training, so to speak.
Yeah.
I feel like you're probably a relatively even matchup. She wouldn't get any sneak attack. She wouldn't get benefit out of her
I will
self.
not. I won't rage or anything. That'll be. That is not for
That's
this.
fine.
No, she would love it if you raged. You should absolutely do that.
It's so moist.
Unless
No.
she would like me to just pummel her.
Just go fucking ape on her. Possibly.
Yeah, I feel like
know,
that's exactly
why-
what she wants.
Yeah.
Well, while you're rolling and tumbling, just rage and just have her keep spanking you so that you can keep your rage up.
No, don't you see?
And just make unarmed attacks with your
Reject
pelvis.
chivalry. Don't you see? Reject chivalry, return to be, return to monkey.
Buzz. But yes, you can have a buzz and good time. And yeah, she puts up a reasonably good fight. As far as stat lines are concerned, like raw dog, you're stronger in a fight, but yeah, and she's
We have about as much
reasonably-
health. You have about the same number of hit points.
Yeah, you're harder to hit. You are in reality, she's got a lot of genetics on her side, but you are just a better fighter.
And I suppose in the downtime, I'll pick her brain about what her queen is like. Since I
Sure.
talked so long, I would like her to talk to me about what her queen and what her hive is like.
That's fair enough.
And
I
know she mentioned something about an elf several times.
Yeah, sure. Okay. She will tell you. I mean, a lot of it when it comes to talking about her mother is a lot of fawning over her because, of course, they're all dumb and big happy for mum and do what she say. But will describe her as a peerless fighter, like actually learned how to fight properly and stuff instead of just stab like them. Similarly, her handmaidens are personally trained by her. And that she has met Mr. Darkness before. And does stuff. She isn't really able to give you any insight on whether that's begrudging or not in any kind of way, just that they've met. And she will tell you of let's see here. Mr. Darkness. Tell you of her favoritist egg slut / partner bitch, who is a like tall, curvy, typically drow like gray ash skin, long white hair, lots of saucy tats. Insists, very proud paladin of conquest and stuff, except for the fact that, most of the time is an egg slut because she's an elf. But she's good. She teaches people how to fight good as well.
So they are trained warriors.
Uh-huh. And they also have a big horse.
A big horse.
Yep.
Well, many knights have steeds and mounts.
Mm-hmm. Mom wears big, heavy metal armor, so she can't fly around like us. So she has a big horse.
She certainly sounds like a knight.
The horse's name is Terrence.
That sounds about right, yes. For Maybe she would be interested in. Maybe I'm not just fishing in the darkness for something.
I mean, you've proven super good at fishing in the darkness for other things. You're really nice fingers.
I have very strong hands.
This is big, strong hands. Yeah. She will answer those questions as and when possible, but her view is more than a little bit biased of her mother's abilities.
Right. I will take some of the things that she says with a grain of salt
Yeah.
due to the bias, but I will consider these things.
Okay. Yeah. Eventually,
would-
your companions will probably finish their rest and begin, like, heading on down.
Yeah.
I would
Do we
like
need-
to lobby for inspiration.
Oh, yeah, totally. Take it.
Oh
Do
wait,
we-
I already had inspiration.
Do we need to make travel rolls to get back to Faunra?
It's for, like, the day, but we'll go with a yes.
Okay.
Someone take my inspiration that I just got.
I'll pull up,
I'm
Captain.
full then.
Fuck.
Everyone's
I
full
was
up.
I was expecting to have to make a check myself.
No, I mean, you're welcome to do so, I suppose.
Hmm.
You want to try a persuade?
Nah, do a performance. See how much you rock your world. And give
Either
you
or.
inspiration on it. That
Yeah,
way
I'll
you
let
can
it.
refresh.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
Oh, you can refresh your inspiration. Otherwise, she's gonna power bottom you.
Sure. I will make a persuasion roll with advantage. 18.
Not bad at all.
And then I suppose I will bank my inspiration that I just lobbied for. So, okay.
Yep. I hadn't asked you for a roll. Yeah. Let's see the party's travel.
Never.
All right.
You
Well, I
have
don't have-
advantage, Savin, from me helping you.
Well, good thing the DC's not very high.
I don't have Scout with me anymore.
Well,
But
No,
goodbye,
Jesse can
Jacob
help
and
you.
friends.
Yeah, you've got a companion, but you're going to have to be the one rolling now, as it should be.
Don't you put this evil on me or keep on me?
Just
Yeah,
roll the
I do not
dice.
want to be. I do not want to be rolling you guys' travel dice. Well, there you go, 15. It's okay.
Whew.
You were busy thinking about milk and stuff, but she gives you an elbow at some point.
Hedrah, cook test.
Or
Okay, who's helping me?
good question.
Probably Tajana.
Yeah, that's a sure.
Tiana like food.
Yep.
Okay, you guys baseline the fuck out of this journey, which is fine. It was a day's journey. Take off
Yeah.
a day's rations. I think you'll live.
Can we
Now
just
the
get buried
actual-
today? So I don't have to open a bunch of shit. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sure.
And now the actual important journey to get to the Queen's Hive.
Yeah.
So, how did you guys get on?
Yeah, everything go okay?
We had a long talk.
I've been told not to tell you about any of the fucking.
Oh, well. All right,
well
then.
I guess.
I will scowl immediately.
I'm teasing. She didn't tell me that, but we did fuck.
I mean that.
Nice.
She's got really
I
big,
see.
strong hands.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Hell yeah,
He sure does.
I will huff, cross my arms, and turn away.
Oh, and we're all gonna be knights now. It's gonna be cool.
Oh, are you?
Oh,
Yeah, totally.
Did Faunra take you
okay.
as her squire then?
I have deduced that their queen is a knight of some sort, or
No,
at least
Mom
very
is
much
gonna
in
be
the
like
style.
the biggest, best knight, or a goddess.
A goddess.
They
Probably
ha-
just a knight, but you know.
Just look at
the queen's
Faunra.
daughters also. The queen's daughters have a certain fondness for their queen that borders on extraordinary.
Mhm.
So, are you sure you're the
Aha.
one who persuaded her?
I informed her about the knighthoods and what they stand for, and that she should assist me in convincing their queen to, if not aid the knighthoods, then perhaps there was enough of them, and with the martial skill that some of them clearly possess, and their hierarchy would be well bent towards forming another, coalescing into another knighthood.
And the goddess bit.
That was her idea.
Uh-huh. Because, you know, goddesses are bigger than grandmasters. And also I heard that Ember likes propagating, and so does Mom.
I talked to her about some of the gods as well.
I will just sigh and pinch the bridge of my nose.
Well, these hornets sure do have delusions of grandeur.
So it did seem.
They are very loyal. They are very loyal, though. That is to their queen. If we can indeed convince their queen, they will follow suit.
That's good.
Right.
And if I am right in my assumption, then their queen is some kind of
What was that noise?
that would you can hear that? That's a
Yeah.
vacuum upstairs. Is
Yeah.
it bad?
Dang.
Yeah,
How
it's
bad
not
is
great.
it?
Oh,
That's
well.
no. It's not bad. It's just I didn't think a vacuum could be that loud. If it's up all the way upstairs.
It is a floor above me.
It is a vacuum of the ultimate suck.
Well, from what she has told me about her queen, their queen fancies herself as, or at least styles herself after some kind of knight herself. So I believe our goal is not out of the realm of possibility.
Well, I hope you're right.
Yeah.
For your new girlfriend's sake.
I will scowl.
She does the like fingers clasped, eyelash flutter, innocent hug, arms together with chest.
No, she loves you.
Hey, no, I lust. Oh, she has such strong hands.
Right.
Oh.
She said she has to get fulfilled first instead of filled. It's not the same.
My duty as a knight must be completed.
Aha.
And then you can be in lesbians forever.
When you say duty of as a knight, she like leans over to whisper at someone else. I don't know what that means still.
That
She's
just
more
means you need to win her hand in knightly combat.
I tried that. She's real strong.
That's not what that means at all.
I'll just try again.
Yeah, you'll
Anyway.
just have to keep trying over and over.
Yeah.
See, what you need to do is you need to impose a condition that if she wins, she marries you, and if you win, you marry her.
What?
Oh, I win either way? Genius.
Oh, boy. All right, let's get underway, shall we?
Yes.
Oh,
let's.
okay. We're like a couple of days out.
Yeah, you are like a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Tristan, I
Dude.
swear you are quickly approaching the end of my patience with this subject.
You brought it upon yourself, really.
What, am I going to have to feel your big, strong hands?
You're gonna feel these hands that you're about to catch.
You're gonna catch these big
You're
strong
about to
hands.
catch these hands.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Faunra's going to spank me. Oh, no. Just starts laughing and walks off towards the woods.
I don't know why he's making fun of you and stuff. I bet he needs a dick.
Oh, he
Hey,
needs his.
Tristan,
No,
you're going the wrong way.
he needs
This way.
his.
Oh, he's got
Wha-
one. He just doesn't get to use it that often.
Ah,
He's got himself a little sweetheart back home.
aw, is she big and strong? Does she give him lots of eggies?
She is not. She is not a
No. No.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I forget eggs stay on the inside for others.
No, she's this relative thin, red head, green eyes, pale, freckles.
Yeah, she
Oh,
looks just
her.
like Jesse.
She points at Jesse. No,
Oof.
we're not all the same.
No, Jesse's eyes are much greener.
Right. Well, that's all well and good then. I'm glad you're all getting along. Shall we get underway?
Yes, let's.
All right, Traveler, you've got 2 days across open plain land, or mostly open plain land. There are obviously copses of trees, etc.
Making good time on it.
Yeah, it should just be 2 days to get there. We've got a 21, got a 12, got a
Nice.
20.
We're
Not
doing it, team.
bad at all. You are. You guys are starting to look real successful and stuff. And yeah, okay. So, as the journey continues, Tiara will be a great big old pit of nervousness at seeing Mum again. Ah, it's been ages. I can't wait to hug. I must commence hug. Until eventually, you reach a large building. It looks like it's been set up on a hill that's had a number of trees cut away and turned into simple fort-style fortifications, including, from what it would appear to be, like a series of like stakes to protect them against, being flanked by horses. And it's, when you look at it, it's obvious that someone with a tactical mind has seen about protecting this little location. And there is a nice big wooden home, and there is a open cook pit, breathing like quite healthy, relatively dark smoke into the air. But it's in a thin stream, no like everything is on fire kind of streams of smoke. And as you also get closer, there are a couple of bees in the trees.
Trees.
On more than one occasion, Tiara will have to speak to a few, and then she sees a couple of other scouts, and they will have themselves some quick air hugs. Tiara will explain that they're the ones she was traveling with before when she split off with you guys.
Hmm.
And then eventually, Tiara go, all right, they should be up ahead and stuff. I'm gonna go first, if that is okay with you, or do you want to like dramatically enter into the opening with me instead?
Dramatic is good.
Okay,
But also might get us stabbed in the face.
maybe. But
Stabbies.
probably not. I'll be there. I'll wave.
Any other input?
What?
I'd like us to have the option of at least getting stabbed, but dramatic would give us a good effect and certainly give us an impression.
Well, if we go with her, at least in case worse, they don't have so much time to prepare.
Uh-huh.
So it sounds like we're going with you.
Well, yeah.
Okie pokey.
I will grab my greatsword from the cart.
Okie dokie then. Let's see about grabbing you, put you all on the sheet levelly, because for some reason you all appeared like out of grid off by a half, and I hate when that happens.
No.
Everyone
I
into
don't
the
know why
grids.
Roll20's been doing that recently.
Don't know.
No idea.
Okay. And so, as you approach the clearing, Tiara puts her hands up and waves, lets out a great big ol' hello. And then entering behind the party.
Oh boy.
And yeah, and you see there is a rather sturdy looking fortification set into a raised ledge here.
I guess my servants. I'm glad they're alright.
Yeah, of course, yeah. They're tending to your home.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That is a big horse. Look at that. Look at
It
that
is.
Chad.
Look at that horse. My
His
horse
name,
is
he named
big.
Terrence. One sec. There you go.
Good, good, good.
Mhm.
Hey, look, Azzy's here.
Yeah, that would be one of the handmaidens. Tiara points out. Fill up. No, we don't want farting horses. No one wants farting horses.
No one likes that. Hmm?
Oop.
What?
Oh, yeah, it was Ben stepping out, so it's okay.
Yeah, that was Ben.
Tiara will be like, be right back, I must hug. Tiara will zip away from the lot of you before burying herself into the chest and admittedly armored
Damn it.
embrace of a very powerful looking individual with a horned crown on her person, a large spear stuck out of the earth. She will fondly hug Bug and pet Head before they exchange a few words. One of the handmaidens will step around a rather plump, if petite-looking servant girl. Greetings. If I might inquire as to what brings you here in the company of one of our own,
We've
I'm a little
come
bit
to
curious.
speak with your queen.
Okay. Just to speak, you're very well armed. And surely you know who she is, yes?
Yes. Well, we hope to just speak with her.
Oh, well, that's a little
We come with the intent
disappointing.
to speak, but we are ready for.
Part of me was hoping for a fight. But, well, very well. Let's see here.
Maybe afterwards. On peaceful terms.
Oh, that's very nice. She does a little hop on her naturally chitinous heels, and you can just see Tid bounce in chest bindings. How wonderful. You didn't have a space between the square bracket and the normal bracket.
Was there be a space?
There's not supposed to be a space. You've put a space in, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, you put a space in. Because I just copied over your thing and then did it myself.
oh, okay. Anyway, my friend just drew that for me. 'cause I
Excellent.
told her about it.
Fantastic. Headway.
Snapped right in the face.
Yeah, and she fucking dropped you, but luckily, that was a very, very temporary concussion. Okay then. Well, do you have? She pauses. You used to fight. Do you have proof of a great beast slain that you might be deemed worthy by Mother?
Tiara can vouch for us,
We do have
and
proof.
we do have proof of our kills.
Tristan takes out the big tusks and hides salvaged from the fucking sharp bacon mom.
Your fucking spear made of that shit too.
Yeah.
Don't forget snake.
Yeah, I'll take out the big snake tooth too. And another one for good measure.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, how very cool. You must have killed the very, very large boar then.
Yeah.
The sharp bacon.
Correct.
She will grin and glance fondly at one of the like random bumbling betas. Yes, the sharp bacon. And smacks and then looks at the rest of you. Very well, I suppose this constitutes.
And also the great snake.
Yes, not a major threat to us, but still.
It was heckin' wiggly.
I'm sure it was. Pauses for a moment. I see you as well have come to greet a queen and borne no gifts, which is a little bit rude, but well, I guess we'll have to let that go. Very well. Come on.
All right. I assume she's gonna step up and like lead us our way into it, so like we're not just intruding past her.
Yeah, she'll step aside at the gate and then she'll be watching the lot of you levelly. You say too poor for gifts, but as you guys approach, Cassie opens up her bag and pulls out the great big loads of monster belly pork.
Yeah,
I was
that.
wondering if that's something they would want, but
I feel like that's something we show off and give to the queen as part of it.
I wonder
Would
if this
your
constitutes a gift.
yeah,
I
would your
mean,
queen
if
accept
someone
that?
were to come up to me and give me huge slices of pork chop,
I will actually jog up to Ariel
Mm-hmm.
and tap her on the shoulder, and I will cough, and I will pass off a bundle to her.
I will take the bundle and stuff it under my arms,
And
just in case.
I will take off from my treasure the 2 candy rations I was holding on to.
Ah,
Ah,
don't worry,
okay.
Jesse stocked you guys up with some poppycorn. Poppycorn and sugar drops.
All right then, yeah. I will enter into their little encampment here.
Yeah. A large, pregnant, like a very pregnant, bellied young woman with luscious, flowing black locks of like shining, well tended to hair will step aside. See that she's got a dress that's obviously been made to like fill out pregnancy gown style at the front. A little black apron in place. The smell of honey is potent on her, and there's a little bit of a flush naturally to her cheeks, presumably from being laden to the gills with pheromones.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask on here, like, with all these people around, do they look like they're actually happy here, or like they're mind broken happy?
Insight, I guess?
Okay. Damn, my insight game is on point tonight.
Very pointy.
Nice.
They seem content, I think is the best way to put it. Like, you look at them and it may very well be that they had qualms, but they seem content in their role, whatever it is.
Okay. Okay, then.
It's possible that it's chemically influenced, but that in of itself, like, that's comes to the workings of the inner mind. You can insight all you want, but what you do know right now is that they are content.
All right. And we know the queen's name, right? It's like, we actually know.
Esavyrran.
Yeah. Esavyrran. Very well then. Lady Esavyrran, Queen of the Hornets. We of Knights have come to parley with you.
I want to go up here and make room for other members of the party.
Cassie
not
will
everyone's.
pause at the entrance when it appears that she's a bit too large to go clip-clopping around. She will huff and wait.
I assume we should at least keep a square between us and the queen, so...
Yes.
Yeah. All right, then, name yourselves. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Of course. My name is Lady Ariel Asteriel, of the Knight of Hares.
Tristan DeLance, Knight of the Dragon.
Lady Hallie of Hoofsreach, Knight of the Dragons.
Sir
She will-
Faunra.
She will what?
She will pointedly quirk a brow at the sight of Hallie's natural covetousness.
She want to egg you all night long.
She could fit some in the egg in you.
I rival some of her best egg sluts in curvaceous proportions.
Oh, totally. Sorry, and then Gaze will continue the rest of you.
Sir Faunra of the Hares.
Bob, up the order of Harry.
Yo, what up? I'm Bob.
And as her gaze had been quirkedly interested in Hallie, it too is lost momentarily in the endlessly plush contours of your meow. That's
Wow.
Winter just
Introduce
meows.
yourself.
Sorry, I was discussing a commission.
okay. She's waiting on you to introduce yourself, and
Yes,
you're getting the "I want to egg this plush broodmare" eyes from the queen.
Ooh.
We could give Tanya over as a gift.
I'm-
I'm sure she'd like that.
You just called me Tanya.
Yes.
Take it. I'm Tiana of the Fairy Queen. There you go. Sorry, I'm a little out of it now.
And
Mm,
trapped behind the barricades is Cass of the Black Knights. And
she
Jesse
huffs
of the
and puffs in a
Forest.
circle. Yeah, they are both quietly conversing with each other while you guys are up ahead. Very well. I am Queen Esavyrran. This is my little home away from home of a hive. Know that you're stepping in some rather private grounds. And so if you approach me with disingenuity, I will slay the lot of you and keep your softest women for childbearers.
Eyes the
Mhm.
cow and the cat.
As I've said, we wish to parley. Simply that, and hopefully only that.
I see. I'm used to a fight starting up. You'll turn around to one of the women. Be a dear and fetch our guests some, I suppose, tea. I assume that they will drink tea.
Sounds good.
I have no objections.
I assume
Yeah.
with honey in it.
Of course. Who would drink tea without honey? It's terribly bitter. And yeah, one of the women will go inside to begin fetching a cup of tea. So, tell me, knights, what is it you want of me that you would come for words instead of action?
We would wish for you to stop your actions of kidnapping the people of the countryside.
These people are prospective holders of my great children. I don't see that happening. Why?
Why else? They are free to do as they please, and you are simply taking them, are you not?
Oh no, I mean, why would you believe that you could prevent us from doing so with mere words?
Endless optimism.
I see. What is it you expect to offer for such a thing?
Okay, so out of character, what do we have to actually offer her?
Well, Faunra, what do we offer?
I don't know why you fucking opened with that. We were here for information.
No, we are here to get her to stop taking people.
Yeah. That's the primary goal. They are kidnapping people, and we'd like them to stop. So aside from her becoming a knight and protecting these people, which, you know.
This is like Faunra's whole thing then, right?
No, I mean, this was Ariel's, like, mission. Like,
Yeah, but you're the only one here who has
yeah.
anything to offer when she's
I'm
asking.
the only one who
so-
has done anything about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, it's not my whole deal. Like, I just put into it and I said, like, maybe they can be changed from, like, doing darkness. I would like to see him do that, and if words don't work, well, then I guess we have to fight.
I will sigh. And I will look at Tiara.
She gives you a little grin and a finger wave.
I had a very long lady queen, your majesty. We have brought a gift to start.
I will hold up the package, and presumably it's the underbelly of the giant boar, right? That's what it is.
That is not what I gave you.
Oh, then what'd you give me?
Candy.
Sweets.
Oh, the first offer and the first
And-
gift, a package of sweets, and I will hand it over.
Oh, okay then. She'll pause and wave over one of the servant girls. I suppose unwrap those for the tea. She looks confused as to do civil, and she'll nod and scamper away. Okay.
We caught her off guard with
I have
With candy.
I have spoken at length with your daughter Tiara here,
Merely spoken.
and sparred and other things.
She'll insight roll you, I guess. Let's see.
Tristan
Does she
just
have
gives
advantage?
advantage.
Shit.
Shouldn't there be advantage?
Well, guess you ain't hiding that.
Oh god, I don't even have to roll. I don't think that I fail that hard on a 1. Let's see. Esavyrran, what's your insight? Oh, I mean, it's a 1 insight, so...
Technically, she could roll worse if she also rolls a nat 1.
No.
No.
Of course, you spoke. I'm
She
sure
told
tongues
me-
were involved at the very least.
She. Oh, okay. Faunra will cough and compose herself. She spoke highly of you, of your strength and your wisdom, and and the way you comport yourself. You seem very knightly in your way of going things, your style of fighting, and how you compose yourself. One with honor and loyalty to her and to your people, your daughters, and they return it to you in tremendous love and loyalty.
Well, of course, I suppose there is something to be said of my power and what my children have to speak of me, but
Your children reflect well on you.
Indeed.
that does not surprise me in particular. I care for all my children, and they care for me. But it is deep, bone deep in us. One would lay down their life for their queen without hesitation.
And
The
so,
same can be spoken of me.
And so the idea came to mind in our conversation that perhaps you and yours could turn away from the darker aspects of your actions and turn to a grander purpose. Perhaps instead of taking people, you could win the favor of them, become a force for good instead of ill, maybe even form, much like our individual groups have, a knighthood yourself, one that could protect the land and gain the favor of the people some who might then willingly be attracted to the strength of your people.
You make for very pretty words at the very least, but for such a thing to be so, do you believe yourselves the equal to Dracul in strength?
The Grandmasters are strong. The Eternal King is powerful and wise. They were once friends, those two, as the legends tell, equals.
Oh yes, I've learned and heard a great many legends, I suppose, but words and legends are very little in the face of the truth. The day Velthromar Dracul came to my people, it was a day that stands in our memory as one of the darkest times, the conquering and falling to wicked seductions of my mother, the queen then of her hive. To Dracul, it might well have been Wednesday.
I see.
So when would you like to get revenge for her?
Revenge? She yet lives. For me to take revenge against my mother would be to turn sting and blade against her, and that just isn't an option.
Not on
I have
her,
said it.
on the person that fought her and made her kneel. Wouldn't you like to unbend that knee for her?
Nothing would make me happier than to see that smug monster run limb from limb. But, having seen his power for myself, I know when a great many are found wanting.
I see.
We're looking to do something about that. So instead of bending the knee to him, why don't you take up arms, fight on our side for once?
The strength of many is so much more greater than the strength of few.
That is a part I understand. It would be part and parcel why my people are so numerous. I love my children. I would not send them to their deaths against him.
No, none of us want to send our siblings, our friends, mothers, fathers, and children eventually to it. But he'll keep taking more and more from us. I lost my parents to that bastard. But I'm still here, and I'm still willing to fight what he took from me. Come on. You're a courageous knight, aren't you? Great warrior. Better than any of us, I'd reckon. Look at all the people you've conquered. We
But
turn you
then
against
here's
him.
the thing, though.
Go ahead.
It's not about that. Just your love for your children, their love for you. If you then train them, made them stronger, so that they could protect and care for more.
I already do that. Thank you.
But even more. You could be, as been said, together with us, together with the rest, become in order in the end.
Oh, you speak very prettily indeed. And as she says so, out come the two women with what appear to be sweets and cookies and tea.
I
She
take it.
will. Oh, go ahead.
I take it you wish for us to show you that we are not just pretty words.
Well, you've brought evidence before me, and perhaps we might have ourselves a relatively interesting fight, but more to the point, you speak of great many people working arm in arm with me and training my children, my army, so to speak. Now that I struggle to believe. Where do your Grand Masters stand in this matter?
They need all the help they can get. They're willing to take it.
Huh. I am surprised to see a chivalrous knight admit such a thing to one who has been in league with the dark for so long. Have you
Chivalry's
all
not going to
truly
mean
grown
much.
so
Indeed.
weak as to come to me?
Chivalry's not going to mean much when
No.
Belthamar takes over everything, twists and breaks them all. We need to win.
Then I
You
would
say
set
in
you.
league with, but you never said fell into darkness or given in to darkness.
Oh, please, I do not intend to trip back and forth on words. I'm a warrior, not a scholar.
Yeah,
Do not go looking for extra meaning in simple sentence. No. Very well, then. I posit you this. Do you find me a Grand Master who will stand here before me, and loan unto me and my children people to train them in these ways of war, levelly and fairly, and you may consider us at ease with each other? I suspect that you are probably going to be finding that a more daunting task than fighting me.
I will look about my party, see if they find that acceptable first, before like making any motions or noises against it.
Tristan will give you a subtle nod.
Sounds heckin' good to me.
thumbs up from the
If
shoulder.
that is what she wishes, then it is our trial to overcome.
Actually, can we throw some insights at her just to make
Yeah,
sure
that's
she's
a
not
good
trying
point.
to lure a Grandmaster into a trap and murderate him? Nice. Great.
Sounds legit
Great.
to me.
Oh, great. All right.
Wow.
No, we're good.
Wow.
This lady's totally on the
I'm
level.
sorry, you've all got poo brain.
This
All is-
isn't passive. You're rolling to actively
No,
see.
you're actively trying right now.
I will spend my inspiration.
Okay, so
I'm glad I
then,
spent
yeah,
my
I will
inspiration.
this.
Like your
Yeah,
passive
take
your
insight.
passive perception basic. Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Like your passive insight doesn't literally like scope everyone for truth or lies. It's very much like how you would sense the feeling in a room when you walk in. With 20, you walk into a room and know exactly like the kinds of people here who are hot and cold, the ones for like people who have ill intent, that kind of thing. In her case, you're staring at someone and trying to figure that shit out. Yeah, can you use it? All right. The 15,
Yeah, just trying
18.
to pick up on.
Yeah, like
subtle,
your passive
what's it
picks up the mood of everyone here being incredibly relaxed. They have 100% faith in this woman's strength. Like they don't seem bothered by the idea that you might suddenly try and threaten her.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, with a 15 and an 18. There was a point when it was mentioned, like mothers and fathers of your own, that there was a certain tinge of discomfort to her. You don't know the state of this person's mother, what she looks like, or where she might be. Might be that you've managed to strike a chord somewhere along the lines of this discussion. As it is, she seems genuinely curious as to whether you could pull this off. Or might very well be that she's just excited about the idea about having an army trained up.
As long as it's
Hard
an
to say.
army
There's
on
probably
our
no
side.
right. Yeah, I mean, that remains to be seen, but she doesn't appear to have any, like, immediate, at last step soon into my web. The spider comes. She doesn't seem to be, sizing you all up for grand betrayals.
She doesn't quickly put on a fake mustache and start twirling it.
She doesn't Mr. Burns you.
Right. And to make sure thing, she said like a grandmaster alone would come up here.
No, just bring a grandmaster before her. She'd never really put like huge weight on they must prostrate themselves, etc. No, she's being very casual about this matter.
Very well then.
Huh. She'll shrug her shoulders for a moment. Very well, then. Sips her tea. You say you brought a second gift. Me and my children. What might that be?
Yes. And I will turn for 1 second and go collect like the boar belly and
From
whatnot.
a great creature.
Yep,
Right.
Cassie will hand that off.
Our second gift, as part of our conquest over the large boar, we took some of his meat.
Aha! Well then, I suppose it will be that my lovely little egg wives will have to go about cooking up a delicious meal. Surely then, as parlance dictates, she pauses and looks to the drow who sort of does the side hand you can stay for food. Drow will nod.
There
Does it pay
is.
sure?
Okay, so I have a character, just to make sure I'm not talking my ass here. We have some knowledge that the queen might know where the chalice is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I thought
Yeah, we can talk her up over the foods.
Yes. Over food, there is one other thing I'd like to try and talk about.
Well, I suppose if you've brought a meal to our table, I can do more talking.
Of course.
Well, make yourselves comfortable outside for now, and we shall call to you when a meal is prepared.
Very well.
Don't cause any troubles or, I don't know, spook anyone.
Can I invite your daughter out there? She wanted to.
If you want to fight her, then sure, I suppose. Go for it. Go too far, though, and I will rip you in twain.
I've never seriously hurt anyone in a duel yet. Don't tend to start now.
She'll up nod idly.
In fact, I
wanders
trained
into her.
another hornetling to ride a horse recently. It's nice, quick learner.
I see. You will have to speak of this. I knew not of any of my daughters being so wayward.
I don't know if she's your daughter, but sure, happy to speak of it.
Are
Yeah.
there any other hornets we've ever heard about, or is this like the only hive in Shiv's land? I don't know if this land is.
Oh, there are definitely other hives out there, but this is the only one you've encountered.
Yeah, it's more like this is the big queen, and the rest are like her lieutenant hives or whatever.
Nope, not even that.
No?
Just that there are other hives out there. Like, she has a mother. Like, she has a mother queen out there. So presumably there is a bigger, bossier hornet, but she felt it out.
Oh,
The
so
Uber Milf Hornet.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I was hearing. I was just wondering if there were any ones closer by.
Not that you know of, but also there isn't an easy way to tell any one from another. They will presumably look
Fair.
quite a lot like her. Yeah. Just you can head back out and throw down with the handmaiden. But I believe, my lovely dears, that this is when we're going to bring the session to a close. This handmaiden is probably, if it's mano-a-mano combat, yeah, she's probably going to dumpster gun you.
Yep. Oh well.
It's all good. You can take a level 4. I think they're just samurai warrior.
And especially if we level up between sessions, then definitely.
yeah.
Possibly. Let's have a look at that experience, speaking of.
Yeah.
So, did you explore a new interesting location for the first time?
Yes.
Cool. Did you discover a new and interesting truth about the land?
Yeah, we learned about Esavyrran's mom
Oh yeah,
being
Sure.
conquered by the darkness.
that's true. Yeah.
Did you make a new ally or a lasting enemy?
Yes.
Tiara? Also,
Yeah, I think after
Jesse.
the work that has been put in, Tiara can be counted. And also you have green eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Advance or complete a quest.
Yes.
Advanced.
Yep. Defeat a threat.
Nope.
No.
Learn something new about a player character.
Yes.
I believe you went through the matter of Tristan's scars at some point.
Yes. I
Yeah.
did talk to Tristan about scars.
You want to know how I got these scars? And has your commitment to your oath been hard tested and upheld?
I could just purge it all.
Well, it
You
hasn't
could.
yet, but it is going to be now that we've made a deal with her.
Yep, we're all
Yeah.
going to get XP for upholding chivalrous oaths if we make a promise as queen.
Yeah. I'll say if you manage to go to a Grand Master and get them to agree to come out here, then you'll be able to call that something that you have upheld an oath commitment, because you haven't seen if you actually succeed yet. You could go fail and go, all right, fuck it, guess we'll have to go fight them anyway.
Yeah.
Hope not.
So I won't count it yet, but it will be eventually.
Hope not. We did a lot of work for this.
So,
So
5
5
XP.
XP.
We all level up.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes.
Wow.
Shazam.
Shazam!
I am staggered that I never even actually considered a Justice B order being pulled into being. I should have expected it and I didn't.
You
And I don't know
should've.
why I was so blindsided by it this session. I should have fully expected it, but did not.
All right, Paladin 3 or Warlock 1?
Uh,
Probably Paladin 3.
Paladin 3.
Paladin
Yeah.
3 right here.
What's
Yeah.
our EXP 26?
Unless
Yeah.
you're a super
Right.
special bunny.
Amxal.
Hey, you have
I
you
know.
have 27 too, Savin.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You oh wait, no, you
No,
don't.
I
Your
didn't.
oath
No
wasn't
one,
hard
no one
enough.
but you has
failed
gotten
that.
bonus
Failed the correction,
XP.
right?
Yeah, no, I tried and
very
failed
first-
because
very
my oath
first time-
sucks.
Yeah, the very first time he was presented with a source of corruption, he went,
No, the
up.
second time.
I'm sure. You picked it up and then immediately failed your test, and now you have very horribly specifically targeting nightmares for a while.
Yay!
I mean,
got
nothing out of the ordinary. It's fine.
Nothing out of the ordinary, but these are the kind that I can then lean in and fuck up a sleep if it looks like things are going too well for you.
Yay.
yeah, I got
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in like 2.5 hours for Merzen Hammer. Till then, have a good one.